Okay, ladies and mental gen, I apologize for the very slightly late start, but I did have some trouble on my end because I was working on a personal thing and that kinda came really close. Let me do an audio test real quick, assuming my mic... Okay, my mic is activated. So let me do an audio test real quick. Because I was working on... Okay. we don't really need to do much with these audio tests. Okay, let me get everything on my end set up, because I am nowhere near ready. Like, I am fucking nowhere near ready. It's laughable how not ready I am. Now I gotta link the stream into other servers. By the way, the game is running right now, but Generations is one of those games where there's just straight up no audio until you're hovering over the game. Okay, let me join my Discord chat in case any of my boys want to join. By the looks of it, probably not, because Ethan's playing on Citra right now. And God knows whether or not Will join. He usually hasn't been, so who knows for certain. And, ooh, I just realized I am not set to Do Not Disturb. That could be a problem. Okay, I think we are ready to go. I'm 90% sure. Our chat window's actually not up. OBS seems to have a very common problem with that, though. There we go. Just crop that out. And I think that's as skinny, yeah, it's as skinny as I can make it. Okay, I think now we're ready. Let me see it. Okay, the game is, there we go. Okay, yeah, Generations is fucking weird. Like, it really is. It is weird. Okay, so now let me actually get on to my voice chat. I'm in my voice chat. Alright, I think now we are actually ready to begin. So this is a modded playthrough, if you could not tell from the title of the stream, Generations with Mods. I have linked every mod in the description of this live stream. One of them is my own. It is my music mod. And you'll notice there is a mod that I could not link because the mod was privated. You're literally not going to see that mod at all because it only affects the Sega screen. Alright, with that being said, I think we are ready to begin. Everybody let me know whether or not the game audio is good. I actually have this tile screen music on my Blue 3DS. I'm guessing that's either like a custom theme or there was just an official theme that did it. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about the official 3DS themes. I do know for some reason there's a Toy Story one. Let's see. Omo Chowhin's on. I'm not a puss. I'm glad you didn't have the emoji covering the corner. Wait, what? Emoji covering the corner? I'm confused. I'm confused as to what you mean. Oh, hold on. I just realized my ponytail is not set. Well. You've seen me with messy hair before. I guess while it's just me, there was no sound effect there at all. This feels really weird. I'm playing the classic Sonic Improvement mod, so it's a little strange right now. I'm probably gonna suck ass at the classic Sonic stages now. Like, holy shit, this is way faster than normal. And, okay, I got really worried for a second. This is so fucking fast! Like, this is way faster than the normal game. I'm kind of regretting installing this mod. I was told there was a version that changes, that keeps the generations physics, but I couldn't find that version. In my OBS, the heart emoji covers the chat, and I dislike that. Why does an emoji cover your chat? Also, I don't know if there's just simply sound effects that aren't playing, because I know Generation's a very stereo-focused game. And as you can tell from my headphones, one of my ears is not being covered. So that way I can actually hear myself talk. I actually played this demo of this game when it first came out. It came with this level and the modern Sonic level. For a while, that's how I played it on my Xbox 360, because we just straight up could not set up the PS3 in my room. Because that's how I first played Generations, was on the good old PlayStation 3 version. Which is probably the worst console version, I'd say, because the PS3 version, for some reason, has the infinite loading screen problem, which only happens when music files are modified.
He'll be here any second.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Hey guys,
I'm
what's
gonna...
going on?
That's
You
not
having
the
a
hair
party or
tie I
something?
normally use.
Surprise!
Where is my hair tie? That actually
Aw,
makes
you
my hair
guys.
look nice-ish. Am I gonna have to get up? I don't want to get up. Don't make me get up.
It's kind of
Alright, I'm using the
impossible
shitty
to surprise
tie.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
You. Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it? I love it. What?
Sonic, what's that? What's it doing?
Hey, not cool.
There. Now I feel actually not messy. I mean, not fully cover the chat, but it's in the corner, and sometimes it... I think I noticed that, unless I'm misremembering on whether or not you have your chat on your screen. But, as per usual, while it is only me, and I think it is going to be only me, because it doesn't even look like Ethan's on... Oh, wait, no, we got two moderators. While it is only me, as per usual, go ahead and list any questions you guys have, whether it be about me, shit going on in my life, questions about the channel and its upcoming content. I'm more than happy to answer them when it's just me on stream, because when it's just me, it allows me to actually have a clear-ish head. And also, do let me know if I need to adjust the game audio settings. Just know that's going to be a little hard, because holy shit, Sonic Generations. Wait a minute, can I do this on here? No. Oh. Okay, well, I just learned that right then and there. Don't, for the love of God, have the customization menu thingy mod until you've beaten the level. Why did it say Y there? Okay, so one of the mods I have is called Green Hill Edit Extravaganza. If you could not tell, it makes Green Hill a lot more saturated. For modern Sonic specifically, it actually edits the level a smidge. And I just realized why the Y prompt keeps showing up. I have all ring trails be light speed dashes. I did not know that I was gonna make that fucking prompt appear every shit. I'm gonna hear that prompt so many times in this playthrough. Ow. I don't have my stream on chat, although that is becoming handy. Yeah, having that on screen is very handy, especially when you're archiving a stream and you have to upload it as a recording. It makes it to where your chat messages don't get lost. Yeah, we're closing the game after this. I'm turning that light speed dash mod off. It's annoying the fuck out of me. Yeah, I forgot this mod kind of makes this part bullshit too. I still got an S though. You gotta love Generations' broken ranking system. We're just gonna skip that because I'm gonna turn off the game real quick and hopefully it doesn't cause issues on good old OBS. I will not have that lightspeed mod enabled. Turning that on was a mistake. Or maybe I could fuck around in the settings. Also, you're gonna hear the Windows error noise real quick. I believe that's because for the customization mod I'm using here, you have to patch the Generations EXE. And for some reason, that causes an error message to pop up every time you close the game. It's nothing bad, though. How bad is Generations' ranking system? It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. But, the way it works is you're ranked on how fast you beat the level and if you die in the level. So, like, if you beat the level pretty fast and don't die, you're guaranteed an S rank. But if you die, you automatically lose that S rank, and at that point, your rank is determined purely by how fast you're going. They kind of did that in Frontiers as well. Although there it is a little stranger. Navigation sound type. No, that's the menu. I don't want the menu. Oh, never mind. I can actually keep that on, but disable the prompt. Okay, that helps things a lot. But yeah, like, it's kind of like this in Frontiers as well. Only there, it's purely by how fast you're going, and as a result, holy shit. Not a lot of those levels require you to go really fast, but a good chunk of those are brutal. And by that I mean 2. Everybody knows how bad 1-2 is in Frontiers. There's one that requires you beat the level in under 30 seconds. But do you know what the sad part is? That's easier than 1-2. It's so much easier than 1-2. And it's like a late game level, too. From what I remember. Oh, I can't have the boom closed while keeping the rider's glasses. That's stupid. Okay, hopefully turning off the prompt in the mod settings will prevent that damn noise from showing up. We're gonna find out. Also, how old were you guys when you found out you can run on those 2 tubes? Because I didn't know that until I think I watched the Brain Scratch commentaries playthrough like 5 years after it came out. Oh, I didn't hear the prompt. Oh, yeah. Ooh, and it still works. Also, I feel the need to ask a third time since no one answered it. Is the game audio good? Is it too loud? Am I too loud, or is it just right? Also, this is not a 100% playthrough. If this was a 100% playthrough, we would guaranteed be here for more than one session. And I'm trying to do this within a single session. Like, we're only going after missions outside of required ones if I need time to fill. 3 years later after this game came out. Okay, good. I did not know you could boost on that fully. You gotta love it when this camera, like, I don't know why that issue happens, but it's fun. Just going the fast away fucking breaks the level's camera. It's like you're playing a heavy iron game. I remember watching the Game Grumps Sonic 06 playthrough. I haven't watched any of the Game Grumps Sonic playthroughs because I don't like Game Grumps. I have seen clips of the Sonic 06 playthrough in animated form because I believe that's back when JonTron was part of the Game Grumps.
I'd never forget a smell like
Probably the one good thing to come out of Game Grumps.
Water makes me really nervous for some reason.
You're right, Tails. This place is giving me deja vu all over again.
Also, yes, I am one of those people that plays Chemical Plant Act 2 first. Simply put, modern Sonic's faster. It would make sense he gets there first. Oh wait, no! I don't want to go this path. I don't want to go that path. That path's smelly. I want to go on the top path. There we go. Better path. No! I gotta say, I don't like how they made the spin dash not broken for the mod. I should have gone to the top, but okay. Wait a minute, I just noticed in the background. Motherfucker! Forces didn't put chemical plant in the ocean, Generations did. Yeah, again, if you want to try any of the mods in this potentially disastrous stream, in the description. Except the Sega intro. For some reason, you can't download that anymore.
Thank you, Sonic. Wow, you look younger every day.
And also, before anybody asks, assuming we do finish the game today, which I'm pretty confident I will, I don't have a plan for the next stream. You guys know I don't really plan these ahead of time. I would prefer to do another game that's short, but we'll just see what that is when the time comes. Because Lord knows when that will be. Wait, it's the boy! And I think... yeah, I think the mod makes him activate that for me. It's the boy! I was told you can do the little Easter egg here, but I'm not waiting for it. God. Oh, that was a little too close for my liking. Ooh, I want that shield. No, gimme! I also forgot the mod puts the elemental shields in the level. But wait a minute, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of the missions? Hey, whatever, I'm not gonna say no. I love the lightning shield. And in this game, you can keep it underwater. Yeah, there's probably a very good reason they don't give you these in the normal game. The game just crashed. The game actually just fucking crashed. That's amazing. The game just crashed. This is not a good sign. This is many things. A good sign is not one of them. Oh boy. I hope it doesn't... I hope this isn't a repeat offense. Sega. Actually, it might be because the mod manager's on. I don't want that on. It's a fucking ram hog. Yeah, the sped was too much. Yeah, the sped. I did not see if that pipeline was enabled. I don't think it is. But at the same time, the game does look a lot bloomier than usual. We're going back into question mark, and I'm not waiting for you, nipples. Damn it. That's what I get for not waiting for nipples. Nipples the enchilada. That's an old meme. Who remembers that meme? I remember that meme. I wish I didn't, but I remember it. Damn, I got all 3 monitors that time. Okay, now we know. Don't get that invincibility. Nah, surely it's not the invincibility monitor that's causing it. Right. Surely not. Surely not. I'm gonna do it again. It was not the invincibility monitor, so that was a fluke. Let's hope it remains a fluke. Pro strats. No, not pro strats. What is that in the distance? There's like something at the bottom left. What is that? Oh no. Okay. It's automated. Holy shit, I got really worried for a second there. Like, I thought for a second we were gonna have a fucking Frontier situation where if you miss that, you're dead. This is not negotiable. No! That's a reset. That is a failure I cannot accept. It keeps stuttering. I think it's gonna crash again. I think I got too many mods. Yeah, the Mario 64 mod. I'm not gonna lie, I got really tempted to download that, but then I realized we'll be here all fucking day. Cause like Green Hill Act 2 alone with that mod takes like 20 minutes, I think. It's amazing what we could do with Mario 64 and Mario now. Just flat out put him in Sonic Generations wholesale, play as him in a Blender model. Like, once that BFBB decomp is finished, it'll be a matter of time before we can play as Mario 64 Mario in that game. Hell, if BFBB was not a GameCube era game, it probably would have already been done. That's not what I... Thanks, game. I really don't like that section, because it's either you hit it, you fall, or you get put back on the swinger you were just on. Also, that's a lot more than 3 bullets. Okay, now let me make my assumption. Ah, those bastards, they knew. They made that jump high on purpose. Wait, except you have to get it when you're down here. Oh, I missed it. Skill issue, Crafty. Don't make me send the hounds after you. How dare you point out facts on this stream? Like, how dare you, sir? Also, that should not have been an S rank. That was not very good. It was decent. It wasn't good. I stumbled a lot in that level. If I didn't reset before that first death, that would have automatically not been an S.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it, but it's good to have my sanctuary back.
How much of this do I have left? Because I feel like I've drank a lot. I've already gone down half of that thing. We're done with that for now. Alright, on to our required missions. Again, if I get to Time Eater way too damn early, we will go back and play a majority of these missions, but right now, I am only going for the required stuff. No, Crashy, I almost died, though. That's what I said. I said almost died. You gotta listen with your ears.
It's a race to the finish.
Wait a minute, what am I doing? I forgot the improvement mod actually changes one of the missions. So I'm gonna show that mission off instead. Yeah, I was gonna say it's very odd how I'm pretty sure the Supersonic Racing remix in the normal game is only used for the Green Hill race mission, so it's kind of like underutilized. Then I remember that Heroes Quick Race remix existed. Which is used in one mission. Like, that's a waste of a song. I typed it before you said it. Yeah, we gotta love our stream delays. We pretty much need them. Aren't stream delays amazing? It's almost like YouTube should just have better servers. But you didn't hear that from me. Wait, what did I just hear? I did not just hear what I thought I just heard. No fucking way. No fucking way. Drop dash. Also, why'd I click yes? We're done. Why are there giant enemies? Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answer to. Also, I need an explanation. Why is the Genesis thing just not on the PC version? Is it because you can buy Sonic 1 on Steam? If so, you can't do that now. And even then, what's the excuse for having it on console? What the fuck? There's a peel out here too? Oh wait, actually, I remember Crashy showing that one. Oh! Forgot about that. Bruh. Bruh! Consider those paintings saved. This is tough. Like I say, you guys want me to play BFBB for the 20th time on this channel for a stream? It's not like I practically just did it and just recorded it again for the channel. Oh, that Metal Sonic model. Oh, that's so good. Unless that's the default model, but no, that's not the default model. That actually looks good. Like, this actually looks good. The original does not. Also, allow me to ruin Stardust Speedway Bad Future for you. One of the samples is I Got the Power. From that old, like, disco-era song that goes, I got the power! Why not Creature from the Krusty Krab? You know, I only live streamed that once. So that'd actually be a pretty decent game to live stream. Because, you know, I've only done it once. Stream-wise, that is. As for playing it for the channel, oh, I've definitely done that multiple times. Those bitches! Made him higher! Like, there's tons of SpongeBob games I could live stream if I really wanted to. So, you know, we got Truth or Square DS, although that would not be fun for me, because holy shit, touchscreen. On emulator, no less. I died from the lamp! But anyways, like Truth or Square DS, that'd be interesting to do, except for those goddamn mini-games. Atlantis DS would be interesting, but that game, like, is designed to kick your ass. But again, there's also a touchscreen. Actually, so far in the game, I'm up to the art museum now. And, like, I've only ran into one touchscreen minigame. Which I gotta say, for a licensed kids game on the DS, that's impressive. There's also actual Truth or Square. We've only live streamed that maybe twice. One on the PSP version, and one for that Hillenberg tribute stream, which is no longer available on the channel, due to me being bad at archiving stuff. Like, I could easily live stream that with my music mod. We've done movie quite a lot. Like, any SpongeBob game I don't plan on live streaming would easily be BFBB and movie, because we've just done those a metric fuck ton of times already. And Atlantis on console, because although I don't think the game's bad by any means necessary, it is not very fun to watch. Especially because half of it is rhythm minigames that don't even have rhythm. If you catch my cold. Yeah, I think this is probably still going to be in the day.
I'll handle the treasure
hunting. It's actually at night. I did not expect that.
Leave it to me.
Kind of wonder if that means the one nighttime. No, wait, that's classic Sonic. It'd be night anyway. I hope the Sandy boss wasn't too hard. On what game? Atlantis DS? If so, no, that was piss easy. What I mean by Atlantis DS is designed to kick your ass is all of the enemies respawn way too fast. Like, they respawn really fast. A lot of them take a metric shit ton of hits. Like, and the game just spams you with enemies. There's no invincibility frames whatsoever. So practically, as soon as you get hit, you're gonna get hit again, and you're gonna like it.
Here goes.
Movie GBA's one we haven't done. That's a really good game. I really should just look at SpongeBob games that I haven't live streamed. I know, like, for, like, the Nicktoons stuff, we only live streamed one game. Actually, no, that's a lie. I live streamed 2 games. I live streamed Volcano Island and a little bit of Globs one time, but neither of those are archived. You'd sooner catch me dead playing Unite 1. Because Unite 1 is not a good game.
I got this. Here goes. Sonic.
Like, in terms of SpongeBob games, in my own time, I'll look and see, like, what I could do, what interest there is. I know, like, BFB stuff, I haven't. Fucking really? Why? Come on, man.
Leave it to me.
I know for, like, BFBB stuff in the modding community, I've only done 2 full game mods, and both of them are mine. Because for some reason you guys really wanted to see me stream those. But, like, I haven't done Mix on here. I haven't done Second Strike on here. I haven't done... I've done Floating Block Forever, but that's technically not a full game mod. Okay, I want to go spring. What happened? What happened? What happened? Also, hello to any new member of the chat. Ugh. Like, the problem with going through SpongeBob games specifically to live stream is a lot of them are just not good. Like, the ones that are good, I could count with one hand. And I'm part of the crowd that's just not interested at all in playing Super Sponge. I'm not into Metroidvanias. And I have heard that game is very much a Metroidvania. And, like, Bob games aren't even the only games I have to live stream now. You know, I got a capture card.
Dr. Eggman.
So, like, that alone very much expands my library. Like, I really do want to stream more Mario games. The Galaxy streams were fun until they weren't.
Another Sonic.
And that's only because we actually went over what our initial plan was, which was 3 streams, but then we got that 4th stream, and then at that point, we were just done. We were just so done at that point. Odyssey, I could probably do in one session. purely for the fact that your required amount of moons you can get really fast, and it's like not a high amount at all. I think it's actually lesser than 64. You don't like Super Sponge? I'm not interested in the game at all. I like the music from it, and the fact it's sequenced means, like, if somebody really wanted to, they could take the files in the game and, like, render them. That is really fucking fast. What even? Like, since the sound files are sequenced in that game, that means if somebody really wanted to, they could just render those in something and have it at full quality. What the fuck? What, is fucking hard mode enabled by default? God damn, dude. It might crash here, by the way. I know the music mod crashes here occasionally. Oh, there's no bomb! Why? Oh, hit the bomb, hit the bomb, hit the bomb! I'm not liking the way this fight is in this mod. This is, like, actually not good, in my opinion. Like, I very much prefer the PCB fight. Oh, hello, Ethan.
Hello, I'm a bit late. Had some stuff to do.
How dare you have priorities?
I have priorities. Well, it wasn't too late. We're only on the Death Egg robot.
Yeah, and I said at the start of the stream, we're gonna... Since we're very likely finishing way the fuck before the 4-hour mark, I'm gonna do missions near the end.
Yeah.
We were also playing with a shitload of mods, and that resulted in a crash
Awesome.
earlier.
Which ones?
They're in the description.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I'm totally not an egotist and included my own remix mod. But you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, all of those mods make sense. I haven't actually touched Generations mods in a few years.
I just finally played the Water Palace mod recently because it got updated. God damn, that's such a good mod.
Really, I haven't touched the modding community for a while because I just remember I got into it, you know, around the time when the PC port of Generations came out, and it was like the Sonic game that everybody modded.
What, you don't like GameCube Galaxy? Oh no!
But I just remember there being a bunch of like big full game mods that never got completed, and
ah yes, never forget.
That was kind of the extent of it.
Generations. It actually just fucking crashed again.
Hello, Mario fan. I stuttered because I read the wrong name almost.
Head monitor update? No, I don't want you to update. We're gonna wait for that.
Actually, that's the big debate: Hedge mod manager versus Generations mod installer.
Hedge mod manager.
I have no doubt.
Because that's what mods are made on now.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that's the only thing that Water Palace update was. Also,
I think I might.
TJ.
Hello.
I think I might still have Hedge Mod Manager installed because of how long it's been since I touched Generations modding.
Let's try this again and hopefully not get a crash. That was shockingly only our second crash. It's all the mods, man.
Generations mods will just absolutely crash the game at every opportunity. Generations is a fickle beast.
I think the mods might need to be built a little better. Otherwise, I blame Bethesda.
Why Bethesda? This is Sega.
It's a joke.
Joke?
Mostly because... Yeah, well, mostly because Bethesda's known for this kind of... Oh, this is a Sonic game.
Actually, my girlfriend has been playing Fallout New Vegas recently, and it crashes like on average like 5 times per time for like play session.
You are going to need the New Vegas anti-crash to reduce how much it crashes. It will not foolproof it though, it's still going to crash, it just makes it less common.
What just happened?
Well, I've not really got the ability to...
Is this a pathway?
Looks like you're getting a lot of stuttering. Oh!
I'd have to get her to install it herself because I can't head over there.
You can also try
I didn't know that was a
Vegas
pathway.
Reloaded. It might help.
I think she'd find it to be too much effort, and I'd have a hard time convincing her.
Because New Vegas Reloaded has a custom memory manager that would help prevent memory-related crashes.
God, I keep stuttering. I'm thinking it's gonna crash again. No! Okay, that was a long stutter.
I would when I played a lot of Generations mods, it would just like infinite loading screens.
Oh yeah,
Worst
back
nightmare.
back in the primitive days of music modding.
Yeah. Speaking of infinite loading, there's a cell in Skyrim where every time you kill an NPC, their corpse is put there. And if you try to go there when there's too many dead people, yeah, you ain't getting in there, bro.
Speaking of Skyrim, I don't know why that reminded me of it, but very recently the unofficial Bionicle Day happened, and a trailer
Bionicle
for
Day.
one of the fan-made games was dropped, one called Masks of Power. That looks really
Cool.
fucking good. That's the one that's coming to Steam.
Nice. Still waiting to hear more.
Like, it
Still
looks
waiting.
really good.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything from Quest for Matanui yet. I'm kind of worried they're dormant or it's been silently killed.
Well, that's just the shitty part about fan games is sometimes that dev period, no announcements come out whatsoever, and then one day it just happens.
Yeah, I think
That's the thing.
because I think Skyblivion was like that. I think it started back in 2012 and it was completely radio silent until this year.
That's the thing with fan games. They get announced way too early, and it just like it's just like they get announced so early, and there's this much higher expectation for communication because of how early it was announced. That when there's a long period of silence, it's just like, oh,
Well, they definitely had a lot to show when they announced it. I think the reason why there's just no updates is the scope of this one is like big.
Yeah.
Like, even Quest for Masks, not Quest for Masks, I completely mixed up the games for a second there. Even Masks of Power, right now, the scope of both fan games is like nearly AAA. But then again, it helps that,
far too high of a standard.
it helps that, the one that just got a trailer recently, the one that's going to Steam, that's being made in Unreal Engine 5 for some reason.
There was a rumor. Sorry.
You
I was just going to say that There was a rumor going around that Oblivion's getting remade for Unreal 5. I doubt it.
Shit, at this point, I don't doubt anything. We lived in a world where fucking Bubsy came back.
Yeah.
I find it strange. Why Oblivion?
Well, yeah, I know. It was the middle child between Morrowind and Skyrim.
Yeah,
But
I
it
would
does
expect
have an
more,
audience.
if anything.
It does have an audience, though. Morrowind, I don't think needs a remake because the community made their own called OpenMW.
I'm not saying I think it needs one. I'm just saying that it's like, you know, like the one that's kind of like most ripe for the idea since it plays so much more archaically than its successor.
Morrowind or Oblivion?
Morrowind.
Yeah, the dice roll thing when for combat is pretty irritating. I'd prefer.
Which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I know that there's lots of people who like Morrowind the most because of its more complex and archaic elements. But you know, viewing as it from like a company perspective, you'd want to remake the game that's nothing like the ones you're making currently in order to make it fit in better with what you are making.
Well, I mean, OpenMW kind of does that. It's a brand new engine, so it adds a whole lot of quality of life to the game that wasn't there before, like 64-bit, widescreen support, less bugs. Bethesda take note.
Crashy asks, when am I gonna stream Pizza Tower? When I give enough of a shit to play Wario Land.
Thanks for saving me, Sonic. It was scary in the dark, but I tried to be brave.
Well, you better start giving enough shits about Wario Land pretty damn quick.
Yeah, because you got like, what, 5 or 6 Wario Land games?
Ethan be like, boy, if you don't play that funny pizza game, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna shoot you.
Yep.
Not even about the funny pizza game. I've never played it either, but you damn well better play Wario Land.
I haven't played it, but I watched Wayne Radio TV and Vine Sauce Vinny play it.
Who would dare themselves to beat this as Mario 64 Mario? Buddy, give me time after I beat college, and you still won't get it.
I did it.
They still need to add Samari.
Because I love Mario 64 Mario.
You gotta give them a Samari mode.
There's nothing like Mario going through, like, Speed Highway.
No, Mario beating Perfect Chaos, man, and running away from the fucking gun truck.
Purple Chaos is Purple Chaos? What the fuck? Perfect Chaos.
I think I did see a video of Mario beating Perfect Chaos.
Perfect Chaos is actually really easy as Mario.
Purple Chaos.
But Speed Highway as Mario is really fun because he still goes like the Sonic set speed in set piece locations. So what'll happen is he'll just go for a short little bit. He'll go like 50 miles an hour, reach to the end, land on his ass. Oh! Or in this in Escape here, I think he just like falls from the sky and then just like lands right on his ass.
Oh yeah, that's right. The intro because he doesn't have a snowboard. Literally just starts with.
Well, that's Mario should be allowed to have a snowboard.
It's just so funny watching Mario and Sonic like he's so out of place. So the world as if it were its own being is just beating the shit out of Mario.
Oh yeah, did you know that Mario was also added to Sonic Robo Blast 2?
I saw that not long ago. I didn't know it was like just straight up 64 Mario though. I kind of figured it was.
Well, it's not the model; it's pre-rendered sprites. But I believe the moveset is. I think the moveset is 64.
It's got a pretty similar moveset, and it's very fun to play.
Oh, indeed, now is a mod to add Tomba to Sonic Robo Blast 2.
There's a lot of character mods in Sonic Robo Blast 2 that have happened recently that I've been very impressed
Tomba
with.
probably already exists.
Well, I know somebody made a mod to add Tomba to Mario 64. You don't have its moveset, though. You can't fight your enemies, you don't have your weapons. You play pretty much one-to-one like Mario.
That Metroid conversion mod for SRB2 is incredibly impressive.
Now that I think about it, now I want to see a friggin' Elder Scrolls moveset for Robo Blast 2.
How?
Just go around destroying robots with a sword and shouting at them.
It's first person.
Sonic just committed vehicular man's laughter.
Why smash Eggman in his mech when you can just Fusaro da?
Spin dash is outdated.
Actually, you probably could. There is a shout in Skyrim you could use. If you paired it with the spin dash, you could probably rip through a mountain with relative ease.
We cannot say Sonic Robo Blast 2 is complete until we get SMB1 Mario, where you can't go backwards for some reason.
When's Sonic Robo Blast 3?
The S key is disabled.
Yeah, when's Sonic Robo Blast 3?
If we did get one, do you think it would use Godot, Unreal, Unity, or some other engine?
I have no idea. A part of me says they wouldn't just abandon the Doom engine like that.
They could probably use a newer version of the Doom engine.
What is the most recent yet
God
currently
damn!
most moddable video game?
Because I know Fallout 1 and 2 got remade on the GZ Doom engine. So basically, yeah, classic Fallout in the first-person perspective.
I guess if they were to put it to any open source engine that wasn't Doom, it probably would be Got It. Because you can, like, full-on recreate an engine in Got It. Someone, Seal, the admin and owner of HI Modding, they were doing, like, a little Got It remake of movies. And it was, like, really accurate. It was only no cheese, and there were, like, other little things about it that made it very clearly not the original. So, like, it was really accurate. And we don't talk about color.
I haven't touched Color's Ultimate since it came in.
But it oh so wants to touch you. In your brain.
I just had a thought come into my head. If Sega made a Fallout game, do you think it would take place in San Francisco?
Probably not.
Well, why not? Isn't San Francisco like sort of like where Station Square is?
No, Station Square is like an actual city. You're thinking of Central City.
Well, I mean, supposedly it could be Central City.
Yeah, like as far as we're aware, like all the, like as far as we're aware, City Escape and Central City, they're both in Sonic's equivalent of San Francisco. And Station Square, in SA1, I want to say it's by Florida. Because there is a real-life Emerald Coast. I've actually been to it. It's really nice. And that's in Florida.
Ooh, I gotta go there.
Come to think of it,
Yeah,
the only Sega game with San Francisco alike in it is SA2.
Yeah, that's right. The City Escape's not San Francisco. It's San Francisco.
So does this mean we're in a multiverse now?
It's the San Francisco where the President of the United States fucking resides for some reason.
No, that's not the president of the United States. That's the president of San Francisco.
Yeah, plus in Sonic's world, it's called the United Federation, not the United States.
Oh, what are these water physics? My speed is in half, but my jump height is the exact same!
Dr. Eggman using the Ark's cannon specifically to wipe out San Francisco.
I had to fast forward, I fell behind.
Damn it, I did not go over that checkpoint. We don't get the funny invisible seaside hill. This live stream's ruined.
I really would
Live stream's over. Bye-bye.
You know, I still don't get people who want Shadow to be in the classic era. Problem is, he technically doesn't have a classic form, unless you're talking about him controlling the cryopod he's in.
I think I said this last time we brought this up. If they do that, I will laugh my ass off.
It's so weird. Cause, why? Like obviously my first thought is I'm just gonna logic this out. Like, first, why does Shadow need to be in the classic?
Yeah, I know. Apparently, a lot of people like him so much that they don't care about consistency. I mean, I like
Shadow
him. I like
a lot.
him too, but why does he have to be in the classic era? He didn't exist until SA2.
I like Shadow a lot, and he's just so clearly should not be in the classic era because of him being in a capsule that whole time. The bigger question is just why does anybody have such a fixation on Shadow to where if a classic Sonic game does not include him, it's somehow worse off for it?
Alright, let's get a title screen counter going. That's 3, I'm pretty sure. Because that was our third crash.
Yeah. It might be the same reason why people want to add Archie characters to the games. They kind of can't do that because a certain cliff racer would try to sue Sega again.
Ah, yes. Pen Kenders. I know what I said.
If that should only apply to the Echidna characters that he created.
It somehow applies to Satium too.
Yeah, anything that has to do with Satium or Archie, any attempt would bring his wrath.
It just didn't seem right, because the Archie comics continued afterwards anyways. They just had to remove specifically all of the
Ethan,
Penders,
you dare question the mighty
characters.
Penders?
Penders is obsessed with
he's right and only him?
It's
He made Sonic, don't you?
Yeah, he made the Archie version of Sonic.
I would not be shocked if one of his arguments in court one day was, I made this hedgehog. He's my child.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't know what's dumber, the fact that he thinks he owns those echidnas, or the fact that Archie, literally lost a legal argument to that guy.
Yeah, what's he gonna
You could not have fucked up more, Archie. What?
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Keep your contracts!
What do you think he's gonna try and do next? Sue Australia?
Sue Australia!
How dare you have echidnas in your country? I want to sue you!
I was like, did you say echidna? Get me out of here!
But I think the only thing keeping Archie characters that aren't tied up in a faucet away from the main line is just that they've never been there.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of weird to put them in there now.
Yeah, that is the thing. It's like they've never been there except for cameos of Spinball.
Which isn't even a mainline game, that's a spin-off.
Yeah. Plus, if they
Even then, Spinball's like that was during like a very formative part of Sonic's existence.
The other problem is some of the Archie fans kind of want them to be introduced like as if they've been there all this time. That would be incredibly alienating to people.
Yeah, we literally
because-
cannot do that at this point.
Yeah, because, non-American Sonic fans would be like, who the heck are these characters?
Well, people outside of America know Saturday, and they know about the
True.
Archie stuff. But it's more so for newcomers, like Frontiers 2 might have like fucking Sally or some shit, acting like they've been there the whole time, and they're like, who? In fact, what is Sonic?
I think
It
that
would make
if
more
a
Sorry. I'm just...
I think that if
You first.
okay, I think that if they were to reintroduce these characters, the only way to do it is to introduce them as if they were brand new characters.
Yes. Also, I think some small changes to their backstory, like with Sally. Instead of being a princess, maybe she could be, like, part of a military organization.
That'd be very fitting, since apparently the IDW comics are very much canon to the games. And in those
then you
comics,
gotta
there
wonder,
is still very much a military faction.
and then you've got to wonder, like, the characters and their personalities as how they even fit in to the modern cast at all. Like, what the fuck do you do with Antoine?
Yeah. Plus, you have to make sure not to, put the original cast down, because Archie has sadly been guilty of times where they put another character down just to prop theirs up.
I just think it would make things really messy.
Yeah. Problem is, some people, well, the radicals,
Like, I'm sorry,
There are people
radicals?
who
That's
like
an odd
the
way of
Archie
saying
comic
radical.
characters.
well, technically I'm talking about people who love Archie comics so much that they want to enforce their version into the games and attack anyone who disagrees with them.
But I think it's really wonderful that there are there are people who really like the Archie comic characters and are that passionate about it. But I think there's a kind of a point where you just have to accept that they're just going to exist in this one form.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking them. I like Uncle Chuck, but I know he's never going to show up in the games.
No, I didn't want to go on the Toidles.
It'd be
I wanted to
so
play
fucking
Mario
weird if in the
Kart.
next Sonic game, Sonic's just like got family now or something.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I don't know if the original manga is tied to the games or
No.
not, so...
No,
No.
it's not.
Definitely.
Not even close.
Yeah, that would be true, because Nikki would be a thing otherwise.
No!
Manga adaptions, at least during that time, were incredibly freeform. Any of the Mario ones will tell you that.
The fucking Crash Bandicoot had a manga.
Yeah, I also found out Tomba has a manga.
God, what didn't?
By the way, speaking of, Limited Run Games is going to port it to PlayStation 4, 5, Steam, and Switch.
Oh,
I don't know
that
when.
is happening recently.
I don't know when, just eventually.
There's that Gex collection? No, it's the first game? Or is it a collection?
It's a trilogy, as far as I know.
The trilogy.
Yeah, I heard
Yes,
Gex
so
was
it's a
going to get
collection.
included too.
It's Gex 1, 2, and 3.
Well, crappy fell.
And apparently for that trailer, they got the guy who did the What If It Was a Saturday Morning cartoon guy to do the animation.
That's awesome. I keep watching that video over and over again because it's just so painfully.
You know, that's the one thing I
Accurate.
find strange about the whole Saturday morning cartoon thing, because some people try to claim, oh, haha, funny Saturday morning cartoon. I'm like, there were shows like
Well,
Yeah,
Saturday
there's
morning
always
cartoon in the sense of
outliers,
like
but-
Gex means just like that era of animation in general. Like that era was very much the
A
Saturday.
good
morning.
majority of them were a lot like X. You know, like
My
the
era would
Earthworm
be-
Jim animated series.
Yeah. Well, technically, my
Bubsy pilot.
era of Saturday morning cartoon would be something like the original Teen Titans.
Well,
God, I
then at
missed
that
that
point,
show.
it wasn't Saturday morning; it was just every morning.
Yeah,
I'm
at
happy
that
I grew
point,
up
the
in an
the era
cartoon
the era
restricted
that
to
More what's
Saturday.
happening, and it's not good.
the era that Gex is all about was like, you know, like late 90s. So that would be the era that video is trying to emulate.
You probably could make new episodes using AI, but it's probably not very reliable because it doesn't know how to do it yet.
I don't want to see anything done with AI.
I don't want to see it done yet because most likely it would just make too many mistakes, like drawing characters weird, or voices would sound weird, or weird episode stories.
I like AI when it's in its weird, uncanny phase where it can just make a funny picture, but the minute it starts getting anywhere past that, it starts getting like real, like more morally, like kind of an issue.
Well,
Like, oh,
you
did
could
somebody
always do
say
it.
that Flash?
You could always like have people make the stuff and then have an AI assist it.
See, like that I'm fine with. Like, as much as we like to shit on them nowadays, that's what Disney does with its Star Wars voices.
I think it's not that I think ethical AI is impossible. I just think it's so hard to verify.
Yeah, it can be. Especially considering corporations would rather just throw everyone out with the bathwater and just have AI do all the work.
Yeah, especially since I remember there was some production like it might have been Disney thing or something where every actor had their like all the stuff that they did for the show recorded, and then later on it was made into AI training data when they never agreed to that anywhere in any contract.
I'd say that's probably more likely Warner Brothers. Because there's like a theory going around that they're starting to use AI a lot more. Specifically with
Which is just-
that god-awful Flash movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I do not like that at all.
I cannot believe the people on Twitter were praising that freaking movie. How can you praise someone who's, you know, unhinged as freaking hell?
Well, see, that's the thing, TJ. Sometimes you gotta separate the art from the artist. And we also know he's not coming back. That's his, like, last DC anything.
I
mean,
hope not,
I'm not
because
watching the movie.
Praising it.
Like, I'm not watching the movie because I just don't think it looks like a good movie.
it doesn't look like it either. Plus, putting a baby in the microwave, what the hell is wrong with you?
The only thing I've seen about
Actually,
that movie
T, you're
anywhere
probably not gonna.
was
And I got to clarify that for a second because a lot of people are not gonna like me for saying this. When you know about the Flash as a character, putting the baby in the microwave is an objectively safer thing than him just holding the fucking baby. Because if he ran at his normal speeds and that baby was in his arms, that baby would be a pile of ash. Like, very fucked up trait about the Flash.
I just think it's extremely funny that he puts a baby in a microwave. I've been seeing GIFs of just him putting the baby in the microwave and then it ends.
The only reason I brought that up is because I didn't know how it ended, and I didn't want to know.
I thought it was like a clip in reverse or something.
Because, I mean, yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen after, and I didn't want to, but if it was to keep it safe, then I suppose that's...
From what I know in the actual movie, as someone who has not watched it, He puts it in during a speed segment, and he does take it out. Like, once he's stopped running around and shit.
That's
Okay, that I can
as
get.
well. It doesn't make the movie any better, though.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, yeah, Michael Keaton Batman's pretty awesome. Nicolas Cage finally got to do a live-action Superman. That's it. That is fucking it.
Personally, I'd rather... Hold on. Gotta find the actor.
Leave this to me.
I would prefer Kevin Conroy, who sadly passed away, or Rhino Romano. Or is it Reno?
I don't think you understand why Michael Keaton coming back as Batman was considered a good thing. That was the first live-action Batman.
Leave this to me.
Yeah, I was trying to remember when he showed up.
The first Tim Burton movie. Okay, why is this not working?
Yeah, 89.
Yeah, 89, yeah.
Leave this to me.
That was the year before I was born.
And like, what was cool about Nicolas Cage finally being a live-action Superman is because that movie just never came out. Which was also, oddly enough, going to be a Tim Burton movie.
You know, speaking of that, I heard Henry Cavill was offered the role of Superman again, and then when he showed up, nope, sorry, you can't have the role. So you
Yeah,
have
nothing
The Witcher.
about... Yeah, no one from the James Gunn... no one from the original universe is coming back for the James Gunn one.
There's been this, like, this weird thing going on with Hollywood movie adaptations where they get an actor who is, like, extremely passionate to play the role of whatever character he's been given, and then the director just fucking hates that person for some reason.
Yeah, and I'm getting a bit sick of the constant reboots. Can't you just revive instead?
Sonic.
Because there's only so many times you can reboot it before people get a bit annoyed.
What got
Well,
rebooted?
reboots in DC is as common as breathing air.
Well, I mean, I guess, but why only 52 universes? Universes aren't strictly limited to just numbers.
Oh, there's a lot more than 52, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because they keep rebooting all 52 universes.
No, I mean, even before 52 got introduced, I'm pretty sure there was a lot more than 52.
Yeah.
Because the
I think
52 we all know is called the New 52. Because that's when they wanted to, like, go gritty and stuff.
Because I would prefer the 90s and 2000s universes.
I'm pretty sure those still get entries. Like, DCAU not that long ago had an animated movie. Justice League versus the Fatal Five.
Yeah, I think I watched it.
So, like, they do still go back to that one. I was gonna say, that one Batman Soul of the Sword movie, but that's not a DCAU movie, it just uses the art style. What about the Futurama reboot? I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's pretty good.
I want to, but it's Hulu only, and they also jacked up the monthly cost by $3.
I was like, did somebody say Yar?
I do want to watch
Yar,
it.
har,
I've
fiddle-dee-dee.
not got into it yet.
Sorry.
Like, I'll probably watch till the first season's done.
I'm gonna wait until it shows up on other ways.
That could be right now.
Because, you know, I'm not giving Disney my money. They canceled DuckTales, and I'm still fucking mad at them for it.
Wait. Oh, get the thing! Okay.
You know what you did, Bob Iger.
Speaking of Disney, I saw the new Ahsoka trailer. It feels wrong to
Yeah,
hear Hayden Christensen actually be good in the Anakin role. It was weird.
I thought he was always good. I mean, he was a little rusty in the second movie, and he sounded better in the third. Though I didn't like.
No, I don't mean like he performed it bad. I meant with good direction.
Oh, they gave him better direction?
Way better direction. They made him feel like Clone Wars Anakin, where he's confident and not a whiny little bitch. And it feels
Hating
so
sand.
strange. It feels awesome, but it feels so strange. Like, to tell you how strange it is, imagine if Jill White came back as Sonic, but he had the Frontiers direction. That's how weird it felt.
I'd prefer
And
my
any,
brother.
like, actual care for the role.
Also, I think it's not a reboot of Futurama, it's a revival.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say, it's not a reboot, it's a revival.
It actually, like, continues right where the last series finale
Yeah, like,
ended.
I remember a lot of people got mad it came back at all, but Futurama came back 4 fucking times. There's 4 endings of the show.
Yeah, I
A lot
wish
of
Teen
people-
Titans would get a revival just for that, Starfire's story arc season.
Josh, is this a mod level? No, nothing about there's only one boss level I modified, and it's the one we're about to go into.
Trying to use my brain. We're talking about,
Yeah, I would
before
prefer
now.
revivals over reboots at this point because we're getting too many reboots.
Right. People are getting mad that Futurama is poking a lot of meta commentary at streaming and whatnot. But I'm thinking that this is the exact same people had about the last time it got revived.
Yeah, like the people who complain about that, I'm thinking you've never watched the original show. If you're complaining about it poking fun at streaming. Cause like that's the whole joke with Futurama is it's modern day commentary in the future. They bitched about Animaniacs the exact same reason, how it like poked fun at today's society, and I'm like, you've never watched the original then.
But like my big thing is that my favorite episodes aren't exactly the ones where they poke at society either, but like I remember a lot of people were worried in the original Comedy Central era revival that they would have no more of the emotional episodes and it'll just be like meta commentary episodes, and it turned out that like within like 3 to 5 episodes that got disproven because we got literally one of the best episodes in the series. I'm thinking that same thing is going to happen with this revival, where like the first episode is something meta commentary that people complain about and think, oh no, they're never going to do another like emotional episode ever again, and then it like 3 episodes in they do one and it's like, oh
Damn, that was a long sentence.
I was about to say breathe.
You gotta get some air, dude.
I had a lot of thoughts.
I got a lot of
The
thoughts
voices,
too.
they wouldn't let me stop.
I got a lot of thoughts too, but you gotta breathe.
What if
I didn't feel like I had to.
What if a Kim Possible revival's possible? That would imply Disney does revivals outside of Star Wars. And Proud Family, because that needed a revival for some reason. I don't know. Is Proud Family any good? I never watched the original.
DuckTales 2017 needs a revival, even if it's just for one season.
I think there's an episode where they like... Was it that show? I don't remember. I remember maybe... A problem here is I'm afraid of like saying it because it's like, what if I'm like thinking about the wrong show? But I remember, wasn't like in there an episode about them locking some kid out for like a whole fucking night or something?
I would know because I never watched the original. The only Proud
Not the
Family
original, but
anything I have watched was the Lilo and Stitch crossover. And that's only because I binged the show. I binged the whole franchise. I don't really except the second movie, and I don't regret it.
Did you watch the anime that they made?
No. I said
I think
Lilo and Stitch.
You brought back quite
Yeah,
a bit of this world.
that's true. I only watched like 2 episodes of the anime, I think.
I don't want to watch it because I hear people say it's canon, yet I watch scenes and I'm thinking it's clearly not.
You're doing great, Sonic.
It feels more like a,
I may never
well,
get
it's more
this.
fanon really to people.
Oh,
Now say, if anything, it's more of an alternate universe. There's no fucking There's no way.
Yeah. Plus, Gantu is voiced by a different actor.
Well, all of them are voiced by different actors.
that monster sure did
Yeah,
like
all
that.
of them are voiced by different people.
Those things
Because I know that in the movie and the series,
got a couple, but
the first movie, the second movie,
Sonic, you should go over
the
there.
Stitch movie, and Leroy and Stitch, and the series,
Just like
Kevin
Gantu's
Michael
voiced by
Richardson.
Kevin. Yeah.
And I bet you
But in the anime, he's voiced by, I can't remember his actor.
I'll probably look it up whenever I go on break, because that's going to be rather soon. Because I smell dinner right now.
I am dinner.
Because he's in the anime, he's voiced by Keith Silverstein.
Wow, what a name. Keith Silverstein.
Wasn't Keith Silverstein the Colonel in Metal Gear Solid?
Oh no, somebody in chat researched that.
What voice are we talking about?
Gantu. He was voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson in the 4 movies and the TV show, but in the anime, he's voiced by Keith Silverstein.
Oh, you just gotta love it when you skip every fucking starting ring.
Let's see here. IMDb.
I thought that was a spring. That doesn't
Known
count, chat.
for Genshin Impact.
Oh no. Speaking of Lilo and Stitch, did you know there's a Chinese show that came out after the anime?
Yeah, I heard about that.
What show?
There's a third Lilo and Stitch show that nobody knew about.
Oh.
Oh no! Holy damn.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it.
Like, the only weird voice thing I know of lately is Cyborg voicing the King Penguin in Mario movie.
Yeah.
Santiago Generations? No, Santiago's dead. He's not in this mod. It's okay. It's okay, Crash. Yeah, I killed him. I know Keith.
Okay, no.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Keith
okay.
Silverstein plays some Transformers characters, says Mario fan.
So I just found out that the Colonel from Metal Gear Solid is voiced by Paul Eading. So apparently Paul Eading and Keith Silverstein have similar voices.
My God.
Yes, I know.
I mean, there are some
I
actors.
also did.
There are actors out there who do sound pretty similar.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know the name of the guy, but
Ben
Jack
Penn
Black
character.
has, like, Jack Black, when he can't do roles of his characters, he, like, hires or finds a guy that he handpicks every time. Because he sounds like, that Kung Fu Panda show Nickelodeon had a long time ago. Did not know this for years. Poe's not voiced by Jack Black in that. Even though it sounds exactly like him. It's that impersonator he keeps getting.
What?
Yeah.
I
Which,
have
let
got
that
the
tell you how good
impersonator.
the impersonator is.
We need to find an impersonator that can sound just like Rick May then.
They can go on stream for me. I don't have to be here.
Oh no. Oh, Speaking of weird Transformers voices, since Mario fan reminded me of this, Transformers Animated, the 2007 cartoon. the voice of Patrick plays one of the main characters in that.
Bill Fogerbait.
Yeah, that. I can never pronounce his last name.
Yeah, you want to be careful how you pronounce it too, because apparently Twitter will get mad if you say it wrong.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. That's Bill Fishbaker. And now I will get canceled. But like Tom Kenny's also in it too as Starscream, and he fucking kills that role. He's without a doubt my favorite Starscream, without a doubt.
Tom Kenny kills any role that he gets.
And like I didn't know this, like how ironic this was. The guy who plays Optimus in that, it's very much not Peter Cullen, but the guy's not trying to sound like him. He's trying to sound like a much younger Optimus. What I found ironic after I did the research was that guy, David Kaye, was Megatron for years after Frank Welker, starting at like Beast Wars. So it's very ironic to me that Megatron voiced Optimus at some point.
Yeah, Peter Cullen voices Liberty Prime in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4.
They fucking knew what they were doing with that name.
Yes.
I didn't know this for years either. Apparently Peter Cullen voices Eeyore. Like Winnie the Pooh Eeyore. So you go from this absolute unit of a robot to a depressed little donkey toy.
Damn, just like me.
Just like Ethan. Did you know that he voiced the bear at the end? Yeah, that's right. Bill voiced that one bear in the Penguins of Madagascar Christmas short. And yeah, and it's just legit the Patrick voice. There's a lot of times in the Transformer cartoon where his character, Bulkhead, kind of just turns into Patrick. Like, there's quite a number of instances where he just becomes Patrick.
Sorry about that laugh earlier, I just read Conic.
You know that song Stronger Than You that Steven Universe made, and then it was remade? Yeah. Somebody made an AI-generated version where they had Bill Fogerbait's voice sing that song. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be burning in hell.
Man, I remember the day it was found out Sam's real voice was Patrick. That was a day to be alive.
It's the way you dress.
Like, it's so funny too, because I remember Jacksepticeye's original Undertale playthrough. He gave Sans a Patrick voice at the start, and like everybody just gave him shit for it because they were like, "No, everyone does like a critical voice." Well, joke's on them. It's really Patrick. That's right. Bill also did a version of Frosty the Snowman.
Yes, I saw that
damn
movie.
good one too. Not so much the movie, but definitely that like voice of them was damn good.
I gave the movie like a 6.5 out of 10. It was enjoyable, but it's not very complex.
I've never actually watched that movie. I've only watched a review, but I have seen the clips, and yeah, he nails the role as Frosty. I don't think we will, because that era of those movies getting non-sequels is dead for a real good reason.
Actually, thinking of Breaking Bad.
What?
Has anyone here seen the controversy, I guess, around that Scooby-Doo in Springtrap Rankin Bass animation?
Yeah,
I
it's
just
just
watched
AI
it.
voices, and I'm like, I don't care. It's a parody.
I like the video
Mad
a
at
lot.
that? Like, so let me guess. You're fine with corporations using AI, but when somebody who's low budget does it, you get mad?
No, nobody likes AI
No.
at all. That's the problem. Like, we're just at
Like,
that point now where any usage of AI is immediately shat upon, and I'm like, who fucking cares when it's a parody? It's a non-profit parody. They're definitely not gonna get the original voice. Who cares if they're doing an impression or using AI? It is not the end of the world. Calm down.
Exactly.
I like the animation a lot, and I don't like the fact that it's using AI, but I don't think it's anything worth getting like bent up over.
Yeah, considering that, you know, not everyone can afford actors.
Like the person explained his reasoning, and when he learned that AI was something harmful, he's now redubbing it. He's like got actors. He explained why he couldn't before, and I trust him on it. Like a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you just ask someone to do it for free? If I know anything, it's that people have been hammering into other people's heads that you should never ask someone to do something for free, and I guarantee you nobody would have done it for him.
As much as I dislike relying on others, I'm grateful for your aid. The creature was
Yeah, like for like good actual quality impersonators, there's a reason why most fan-made stuff does not have good impersonators. It's because those good impersonators, they want to check.
Like, I am so genuinely pissed at all the people that are telling him that he should have like gotten someone to do it for free, because I guarantee you nobody would have.
Yeah, no one's ever gonna do it for free. Well, most people at least.
And like, don't get me wrong, like with me, if I was offered to do voice work, I would say yes in a heartbeat for free, but I know I'm not a good voice actor. I'm not. I can barely do an Eggman impression without losing my vocals.
I would gladly do it, but that's just because voice acting is not my career. Like, I don't lose anything if I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some pretty decent voice acting, but I need to have good direction, or I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Like, recently, part of that Bionicle Day, they... Flickies! Where was it? Oh yeah, very recently for that Bionicle Day, they did another big reveal, how, this fan-made trilogy of movies was finally getting a conclusion that adapts the Ignition Trilogy storyline. The third entry is going to be a 12-episode miniseries, and they were hiring voice actors for a while. And I was thinking, shit, man, I can do some gravelly voices every now and then. I can sound like an asshat. Sign me up. And then I forgot about it, and I was like, you know what? Probably best. I'd get one good line in and then be fired. Best Sonic level, best Peach gameplay. I will not tolerate that unleashed bias, Cash. That, I can't make the jump now. Best level, you say, eh?
Okay, get him out of here.
Cash literally says best level right when the level glitched. Like, you sure about that, buddy boy? Although I will agree, Rooftop Run in Generations is fucking awesome.
Rooftop Run in Generations was my favorite level forever. Like it's the level I've replayed the most, just because I find it to be a very fun level to replay.
No!
I've been thinking about how many PlayStation 1 games are there that use sequenced audio?
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot to save on disk space, yeah. Only one I know offhand is Super Sponge.
Well, I'm at PlayStation 1 though.
It is PlayStation 1.
Yeah, Super Sponge is PlayStation 1.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's it was in that era where like the PlayStation 1 and GBA coexisted, so it's on both.
I see.
It's not the only PS1 to GBA port out there.
Because I know Tomba 1 used sequence audio. Tomba 2 used streaming audio unless you're in dialogue with an NPC.
Cash just said Definitely not the Unleashed bias.
Really?
I mean, he was being a smartass. I could tell by the parentheses.
But yeah, the reason I brought that up is, for some reason, the PlayStation 1 do sequence more than two streaming sounds or two. I don't know about sequence, but apparently you can't use two streaming sound files.
The reason why on that is because it's you can't read a disc twice.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, that's how Toma 2 did the dialogue. Is when it would play sequenced music, and then when it loads up the voice clips, it's streaming off the disc.
You know what game does that for no reason? Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on GameCube. Only
Really?
on the GameCube version specifically. Which sucks, because that's the version that doesn't have crash problems.
So streaming or sequenced?
Very much streaming. But that shouldn't be
I
happening
play-
on GameCube at all.
I play the PS2 version on my fat PS2 because it was before those issues were introduced.
But yeah, speaking of GameCube, I'm wondering if the music for most games was sequenced, or if they found a way to make streaming music have a looping capability like sequenced music.
How late am I
Sequence-
actually into this level? I think I'm like not even halfway through. Alright, we're gonna start break time a little earlier than I intended. Because dinner.
the reason I bring that up is because Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, the music that came from the stages were originally streaming, but now they can loop like they were sequenced.
Oh, that has to do with the ADX format, since it has the loop points.
So ADX is like a hybrid of streaming and sequence.
I guess you could say that. It's more like a file format that allows for it. It's not like traditional CD audio, but it's not sequenced either. It's more like a really advanced MP3 file.
Okay, hold on. I'm still trying to find music to play while I'm out, and then I'll get my food. Let's see here. Where the fuck is that? That should be in here. There it is. Where's the first one, though? Okay. Alright, I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Me too.
went ahead and skipped some of the music there because I just realized I have Sonic cartoon music compilation. You know, because Dr. Draken and Bender have the same voice because they're both played by John DiMaggio. Yeah, John DiMaggio is another character that voices another character. Yeah, John DiMaggio is not real. John DiMaggio is another cartoon actor that does a lot of voices. Like, he also plays
John
Jake
DiMaggio is a
Dog.
paid actor.
Also, I guess while I'm eating my dinner, I'll go ahead and get some announcements out of the way. And this is when I like to do these during my break time. First and foremost, the content in the upcoming weeks and months and shit. End of the year is approaching a lot faster than I thought, so I'm taking a detour from my recording hiatus and doing SA1, SA2, not SA1, holy shit. I English great. We'll be doing SA2, 64, whatever I have planned after that, and hopefully Crash 4 Inverted to round the year off, and then I'm going right back to my hiatus.
I am not functioning with how close the end of the year is.
And another announcement involving Movie DX. So remember when I said the last update was the last update? Yeah, the modding community doesn't think so. Because the modding community decided to wait until I said I was going to abandon the mod to give criticism to DX and finally point out its flaws, so I basically pulled a fuck you, you're helping me. So we're working on one final update that's built entirely out of feedback from the community. The modding community specifically, I should keep that in mind. When I fight Edgar Doom, can I replace the music with Toxic Caves? I don't have Toxic Caves unlocked. I'll be right back. My dinner's ice fucking cold.
Damn.
Just got pulled off the grill.
I've never tried smoked meat before, I mean, except pepperoni. Oh, I wonder what smoked pulled pork would taste like. We may lose the Flying Dutchman in the next few years. Yeah, I know, Brian Murray's pretty old. You know, Bill Murray's brother.
Yeah.
Brian Doyle Murray. It's gonna suck when he's gone. And I'm pretty sure his brother's gonna be pretty sad about it too. We lost so many actors. And I still remember Gilbert Gottfried died last year. You don't know who he is?
I do.
It just, his voice was very unique. Good luck looking for someone who sounds just like him.
Yeah, not easy.
There we go. What about Sweet Mountain? I don't have a lot of the stuff locked because I've only done like 6 missions.
Yep. Local cash register mentioned Flying Dutchman. Yeah, his actor. We don't know how much longer he's going to stay. And his brother's probably going to be pretty sad about it, too.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're going to have... I mean, kind of unrealistic to say given his age. I'm pretty confident we're going to have Brian Murphy for a while because I'm convinced the Murphys are fucking immortal.
Oh, I wish they were immortal.
I mean, like, I say that jokingly, but, like, if you take a good long look at Bill Murray, he should have already been dead. I know he's not in that age range, but he's done a lot of drugs to make him look like that. Also, my dinner's actually hot now, so I can actually eat it.
Anybody would look like that post Garfield.
I mean, he did die in Zombieland.
Yeah.
Speaking of SpongeBob actors, I didn't know this, but apparently Joe White, the person they got for Krabs and Mermaid Man and BFBB, apparently for Mermaid Man specifically, that was very much not Joe White's first game. That was Employee of the Month on computers, and apparently he was much better in the role, from what I've been told.
Well, now I've got to go play that.
Worse.
Hold on. Let me check how exactly compatible Employee of the Month is with modern Windows. I mean, in luck, it doesn't seem to have any particular storage issues. Other than, you know, a 480p resolution.
Apparently they still teach how to use Java in computer classes.
Like regular Java or JavaScript?
According to what this person's saying in HI modding, just regular ass Java.
Because I'm curious about something. If you can animate with JavaScript, can you make TV shows and movies out of JavaScript versus Flash?
I mean, you can make a TV thing out of anything. Someone years ago did one in Unreal Engine.
Nice. I didn't know you could do that.
Dude, I don't think any show on air uses Flash.
Teen Titans Go uses Flash.
Really?
I guess that would have been in production when Flash was still alive, so...
I'm gonna be real, I couldn't tell. Then again, at that point, Flash cartoons looked better anyway. Like,
I think JavaScript would be better because remember that game Happy Wheels? On Flash, it looked like it ran at 20 FPS. On JavaScript, it runs at a smoother 30 FPS.
I know that there's a lot of people out there that just use Flash as a replacement word for animation program with rigs.
I suppose.
Like, you can tell how educated a person is when they see a cartoon nowadays made in, like, Toon Boom, and they say Flash.
Well, Toon Boom has a similar animation style, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Toon Boom would behave if you tried treating it like a frame rate generator.
What?
Basically, like, tried using it in a raw form. See how many frames it can do per second.
Probably as many as you want.
Maybe. Because the one thing I'm wondering, I don't know if Flash uses hardware acceleration or it's not optimized.
I know with, like, Flash games, I'm pretty sure you can enable, like, hardware acceleration.
Yeah, because a lot of Flash games I played on Newgrounds, dear God, the frame rate was abysmal.
It can depend on your browser, too.
Yeah, I was using Internet Explorer back then.
I think a lot of people were using
I know that
Internet
Chrome.
Explorer back then.
Yeah, either that or Netscape or Safari. But now we got Edge, Firefox, and Chrome. I'm not using Chrome, that's a fucking RAM hog.
Opera GX is another
I've got
one
more
that's
RAM
being
than I
used
know
now.
what to do
That's
with.
what I'm currently using.
I gave Opera GX to one of my friends, but I haven't used it personally.
I use it because, you know, a lot of the stuff I use on my computer fucking eats my RAM. Like those Lego renders I post every now and then, that program's built in Unity.
Yeah.
So that alone should tell you how much it's using.
I've got 32 gigs, so I'm good.
Yeah, because I got 32 gigs as well. I'm just worried about how much it's going to use anyways.
Well, let me see how much I'm using right now. Well, Chrome's using 3 gigs. Current memory, I'm using 12 out of 31.8.
Your boy Job, I'm glad this is only a break. Damn. What do you mean? Also, usually in the halfway points of the streams, we take like about a 10 to 20 minute break. Because it's when I eat dinner.
I think 32 gigs is the sweet spot right now for games, because if you went with 64, you have to worry about your timings getting loose, which will affect the bandwidth.
My worry is more so about what's an excess amount, really, because I don't want to give anybody an amount of RAM they'll never use.
Yeah, that's true. I am glad, though, that Windows does use your unused RAM as a cache, so if you're not using a lot of things from the start, it can cache some stuff in advance.
Speaking of performance, so that Bionicle Steam game I was talking about earlier, the one that's getting made in Unreal Engine 5,
Yeah.
a good portion of that trailer is like cinematic shots, and it looks really good, but it's very clear once it switches over to gameplay footage that it's a different guy recording it, because the gameplay was very choppy. But like, everything was very much in-engine. Nothing in there was pre-rendered.
Either they gotta get a guy with better hardware, or they gotta optimize their game.
Well, it is also a work-in-progress game, so it could have very easily just been the same guy, and they just are in the middle of it. Because as far as I'm aware, it actually switched to Unreal Engine. Masks of Power is a very old fan game.
Yeah.
Like, it's easily, like... It's actually older than Quest for Mana Nui, as far as I'm aware. Not gonna lie, I just bought Star Citizen to space some game, hoping to enjoy it more. You know, I never was a fan of sim-style games. I see the appeal, though, because you can do a lot of funny shit in them.
Sims 4 is free to play, but unless you want to get sucked dry by EA and their DLC, you'd be better off using mods.
I want to like The Sims, but, like, I can't, like... I feel compelled to want to get all the add-ons, but there's no way in hell I'm spending all of that money.
Yeah, that's like $900 of fucking DLC. I'm not paying for that.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, $900. That's the reason why I wish they would just do a permanent 90% cut on all the prices. Turn
They'll-
900 into...
It's almost as bad as that one game that was seriously being sold for $1 million.
Yeah.
They'll add 4 new pieces of furniture and 1 new character type and charge you $40.
Oh yeah, you want to find the one part I found stupid that they did with Sims 4? The most requested DLC they wanted was hospitals, police departments, and fire departments. And instead, in last place was a Star Wars DLC, and EA picked the Star Wars DLC.
I mean, that one actually probably has an explanation, because they're the ones in charge of the Star Wars games that aren't Lego.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that was the least requested on the list. They chose that over the most requested.
Reject The Sims. Embrace Tomodachi Life for 3DS.
Well, that's kind of something I used with my anti-Maxon speak on Twitter. Reject ad Victorium, return to Steel be with you.
Reject Sonic Generations, return to SpongeBob's Truth or Square. I mean, that's what
Actually, that would
Truth
be
or
kind of fun.
Square is.
Yeah, but what about SpongeBob Generations?
Go on.
Classic
that's-
SpongeBob would be basically just his Season 1 design.
I mean, that used levels that we found not long ago. But, like, the whole point of the game is you're going back to older episodes of the show and reliving them. And it's specifically seasons 1 through 4. And I believe it's all fan favorite episodes. Like, if we're counting, like, the unused shit and handheld stuff, the last proper level is based on one of the most popular episodes of the series, Krusty Krab training video and Help Wanted. And you definitely see the Help Wanted inspiration more so from the scrapped console version.
Yeah.
Sonic, hedge or hog. Neither, he is bush pig.
Can only be one or the other. Not both.
Sonic the Hedge, and it's just a fucking plant in a pot.
Then what am I supposed to be? A scout in a bush?
Yes.
Yeah, you're just Scout from TF2, but your head's a shrub.
A shrub shouting scout lines.
finally finished my dinner. I shall now return the plate.
Return the dinner.
Capture the dinner.
Capture the dinner.
I think my parents are just taunting me right now because there's a whole fucking mountain of dishes and they know I'm not ending this until 8 o'clock. I was like, you fucking know. And our dinner was burgers, so half of those are greasy as shit. Alright.
Speaking of
Go ahead.
Speaking of the joke that you said earlier, it just reminded me of Dr. Coomer from Half-Life VR, but the AI self-aware, where he says, "You're a nasty little sewage boy, aren't you, Dr. Freeman?" And Wayne just fucking laughs hysterically at it.
I wonder if anyone's gonna be brave enough to go back to all the archived live streams and just clip out all the random fucking noises I make whenever I die or nearing death.
Well, since you said it, I'm pretty sure someone will now.
If anyone does that, you will get the highest honor in the Cook Eliminator series. You will get bragging rights. Because I'm definitely not paying you for it.
Oh, look at me, I need that money.
What about a free copy of Rising World?
What's Rising?
I shall grant you a free copy of Matanui Online game that I totally have right now.
Rising World is a Minecraft-like, made by a German developer.
You can have this.
There's another one.
If you make the video, you can... Hello, Gordon!
I just want to beat the game!
You can have
crap,
this
yeah, that looks
free
pretty
copy
brutal.
of TF2.
Like, you can have this totally free copy of this game and I just fucking give you a GOG Games link.
A free copy of a free game.
Yeah, a free copy of a free game. Like, no, fuck you. Unfreeze your free game. How to buy from my abandonware now.
I think it would be more worthy if, like, okay, we'll give you a free Australium of your choice.
Alright, that's it. Monetizes your free game.
Yep.
That's it. You just lost your free privileges.
Yeah, you just lost your free privileges. On the bright side, you don't have to worry about bots as much anymore.
On the dark side, you don't have any players anymore.
Like, on the dark side, we're now paying you for your oxygen.
Thanks, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone or something.
It's like, pay up or die.
Yeah, if you're not a Hokotatian, yeah, you ain't gonna survive without oxygen.
I can
Considering
sell
that
a bottle cap like this.
Boy, it's the best level, says no one ever, including colors lovers.
Yeah, the level that we're about to head to is just... It's just very boring to look at.
Like,
Such a long level.
Yeah, that's my problem. It's so long.
I
love the way Planet Wisps look.
Planet Wisp just looks like a boring freaking thing to play through. I'd rather have a Fallout level in Sonic. At least that would be interesting.
Like, there's a lot of more interesting choices they could have picked. Like, Tropical... It just crashed. 4!
God damn it, Todd Howard!
Planet Coaster.
Yeah, like, Asteroid Coaster would have been a perfect pick, especially because that's the final proper level in Colors, and it would be the final proper level here.
I think Sweet Mountain would have been worse, actually.
Yeah, Sweet Mountain would not have been a good choice. Tropical Resort would have been a good choice, and I like that it's there in DS.
Yeah, I didn't want to pick
3DS, but that level is like actual cancer.
Tropical Resort would have been much
pick
better to look
Tropical
at.
Resort because it's already in 3DS.
Well, we're just pretending 3DS doesn't exist right now. Because to a lot of people, it doesn't.
It was the most recent version of the game I played.
Like, I finally beat it when I was in college, community college. Fucking Time Eater in that version's overrated as fuck. Like, I did not... Like, a lot of people say it's so much better than console, and I'm like, nah, dude, it is just as bad.
Yeah, no particular version impressed me. I did all the, not all of them, but a lot of the mission mode in 3DS, because I found them a whole lot more fun to play than the mission mode in console.
I'm gonna be real, I forgot mission mode existed. Also, for those not hearing the spike music, that's a code I enabled in the mod loader to turn that shit the fuck off. You can actually hear the remix I picked.
I wish some older games could get DLC.
Sonic
like,
Colors
I don't...
OST is so fire. Borm, 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 borm.
Well, I meant, like, say, Sonic Generations, more stages, because,
Yeah,
come on.
Generations was such a missed opportunity in terms of DLC, because we do have DLC. It's just a shitty pinball table nobody knows.
Yeah. I wanted to see Ice Cap.
It was so meaningless that eventually they just stopped selling it separately.
Yeah, like, I think you gotta get that as a mod now.
No,
Yeah.
it just comes with the game.
Okay.
I wish Sega would just buy the Jetsons so they could keep the Ice Cap theme.
That was a sentence.
Cash, best part about Generations 3DS was the Big Arms remix. The soundtrack was the best part about Generations 3DS. Like, yeah, it's got the shitty Radical Highway Modern remix, but other than that, the remixes it has are pretty good.
I am all
Like, I love...
Mushroom Hill Modern.
Yeah, like, I love Mushroom Hill Modern. Apparently, it's a hot take to like Tropical Resort Modern, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Tropical Resort always sounds good. That's just like one of those songs that's hard to fuck up.
Yeah, like, and as much as Color's Ultimate remixes get shit on, it didn't even, like, the people that say they fucked up Tropical Resort in that have not heard enough bad remixes, because that is far from bad. If anything, the only objectively terrible remixes in that are the fucking Sweet Mountain songs.
I'm glad you can turn them off.
Yeah. I mean, like, the one time I visit Color's Ultimate now, I don't turn them off anyway, because I like all 6 acts having unique tracks. But, like, goddamn, man, nobody loves Sugar-Free Mountain. Because that's what that is, that's Sugar-Free Mountain.
had another thought come to my head. Remember the Sonic CD music past, present, future?
Yes.
What if you had 2 tracks for present? Similar to like Tomba, where it's a cursed present and a purified present.
I had that idea a while back, actually. When I was doing that really stupid Project Genesis CD thing. I was gonna do CD, despite it already having CD quality music. I think I just fucked myself.
But basically, yeah, like if you have a cursed present and you don't change it, it becomes a bad future. If you have a purified present, it's a good future.
I think the classic improvement mod just soft locked me.
Ah, shit.
Because the spin dash is not overpowered in the mod. I just got raped by a missile that time. And my rings are outside the 2D plane! Yeah, I can't beat the level.
You know, I think this is one of those scenarios. I'm finding it like sort of like like almost like an irony, where making classic Sonic more accurate has made him clash with the design of a stage.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do the mod. I only downloaded the mod because I was told there was a version that didn't fuck with the physics, and if there is, that version's not public. Because I couldn't find it at all. I couldn't find it in the settings for the mod. So, in other words, ladies and gentlemen, I have been debated.
Somebody needs to make a mod for forces where you have Generations classic physics.
Yeah, like, right now all we have is that game's improvement mod, and it's pretty much this.
Yeah.
Only there I actually welcome the physics change.
I also hate the fact that there's no Chaos Fight or Shadow Fight, it was just content.
That mod has a Chaos Fight.
Yeah, but what about a Shadow Fight?
No. Because that's not classic. I mean, knowing the fact that we can do custom bosses in that game, I could see it happening one day.
That'd be cool. I was always wondering if Forces modding would ever take off like Generations did.
Yeah, kind of.
Somebody did make a fan sequel. It's a mod, Sonic Forces Overclocked.
Yeah, that's been in development for a while. That's pretty much the only Forces mod I keep my eye on. Because, like, that Forces Reimagined, man, people who like that do not know what the fuck they want. Because, like, that mod fixes one problem, and it's the level length. That's it. All the quote-unquote new level design, it is on the same level of pure garbage that is default Forces. Meaning all that extra shit you're doing, it's still going in a straight line. Yet somehow it's better than the entire game. I'm like, give me a break.
Yeah, don't you know it's made by a fan? That means straight lines are good now.
Yeah, it was like, don't you know it's not made by Sega? That means you're required to like it. What are you, an idiot?
What?
Just
Award winner at Sage, straight hallway simulator.
yeah, like that Sage in particular. So you know Nico CW, the old Sonic remixer that's doing like his own little fan game. He said that Sage is the reason he will never submit Sonic Hysteria to Sage, because Sage just does not know what quality is.
Ouch.
I've seen a lot of very not great.
That's also another weird thing I started thinking about lately is Sonic Mania refuses to add Amy, and yet Sega and Sonic Team added Amy to Origins.
Well, Amy wasn't needed in Mania. Mania was trying to be essentially Sonic 3 with 1 and 2 levels. It was trying to be 3 more so.
I mean, I suppose, but, the fan request is there.
I think it'd be extremely weird to go back to Mania now.
I mean, probably because, Origins and Superstars added Amy anyways.
Like, Origins, it had its plus DLC, it's a newer game. Superstars is just straight up a new game that is not out yet. I think it'd be, really weird amongst all those new games to just go back to Mania just to add Amy.
It's probably safe to say that Superstars is basically the real Sonic 4.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like, a lot of people would say it's Mania or Advanced 1, but, nah, I think that title goes to Superstars.
I mean, I think it's Mania.
I mean, I will still consider Mania the true Sonic 4, but objectively speaking, it is Superstars. So far, the game's not out yet, we can't say whether or not it's good.
I guess it really depends on what you qualify as Sonic 4, what's your stipulations?
It's gotta be good. That's it.
At least it's not Brotherhood of Steel.
Sonic 4, clearly.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. I lied to you. Sonic Blast is the real Sonic 4. No, I can't.
Fallout Brotherhood of Steel for Xbox is the real Sonic 4.
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is the real Sonic the Hedgehog 5. You can't prove me wrong.
Is Sonic the Hedgehog 6.
Get back here!
Sonic the Hedgehog 76.
The MMO one.
Yes.
Wait, isn't that just Sonic Chronicles?
No.
Oh my god, if the game crashed again.
Sonic Chronicles is single player.
I kind of want to replay Sonic Chronicles.
Why?
I don't know. I want to see
for its story.
I want to see it remade so it becomes the version that it's meant to be.
Yeah, remake it into an actually good game. I'm down for that.
Yes.
And
a good soundtrack. Not that weird thing that the original had.
Man, remember when everybody thought fucking Forces was gonna be a Sonic Chronicles sequel? Simpler times, man. Simpler times. Simpler times.
Sonic Chronicles was one of the first Sonic games I had. It was one of my points of exposure to Sonic.
Well, technically,
Rehydrated Colors Ultimate of SpongeBob games plus back. No, Rehydrated is the SADX of SpongeBob games. Because here's the thing, SADX is still good. It's got a lot of warts, more than the original, but it's still good. Colors Ultimate, that's just not good.
SADX has points that still SADX still has points that are better than the Dreamcast version of the game. The only good points of Sonic Colors Ultimate are the parts that are still unchanged from the Wii version.
Yeah.
Here's my hot take. Colors Ultimate is a Bethesda offered to remake, to port it to Steam.
That is the coldest take you could have given me.
Oh, I tried. But that's how I see it. It's Bethesda offered to port Sonic Colors to Steam, and they have all these freaking bugs.
I know for the PC version, the modding community made just enough mods to fix the game overall, and apparently a lot of it's just baked into the mod loader. But I really don't want to buy the game again to try those mods out.
I've got the game on Switch. I got it on like I think I was in a Walmart and it was like on fucking like super discount. So I got it on PS4.
I pre-ordered it, as much as it hurts for me to say.
I stopped.
Whoa!
The last game I ever pre-ordered was Dragon
Like,
Quest
can you ban this
Builders.
man?
Last game I ever pre-ordered was Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Yeah, Cash, we're gonna fight you.
Can I ban this man?
We will fight you, Cash. I'm fat, I'll crush your spine.
I'd like. I won't take this Sonic Adventure stuff.
Like, we will find you. No, I'm fine.
I hate to say it, but
Oh, finally, the end of the level.
Finally. Never comes fast enough. Fucking 7
Actually,
minutes.
that's the fastest I've beaten this stage.
I hate to
Just
say
sad.
this.
That's almost 10 minutes.
And it wasn't an A! I was off by 5 seconds!
Ouch.
From
I
an
hate to say
S.
this. Hate to say this, Cash, but
Alright, I'm getting ready to fight.
Fight me, then I will die on this hill. On this green hill?
well, I think
I have not bought
Maxim's the
Sonic
worst Elder
Adventure
than
on every
Lions,
single
and I will die on
platform to
it
not fight
myself.
this fight.
Well, I think Maxim's worse than Lions, and I'll die on that hill.
Okay, doing that actually made me really lightheaded.
Ooh, you alright?
Yeah, I did like a wheezy laugh, like a really deep wheezy laugh just then.
Skill issue.
Ethan's only response to that. Skill issue. He's like, get wrecked, scrub.
You got bored of Adventure 1 halfway through? Hey, at least it's
Through
not Sonic
Sonic's
Genesis.
story.
Hey, at least it wasn't Sonic Genesis on Game Boy Advance.
Because somebody took
Yeah, I think
There's
all
some-
of us can agree that's just like an objectively bad game.
freebie.
Oh, well, if Sonic's story doesn't grab you, then none of it will.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about SA1. If Sonic's story ain't gonna grab you, none of them
Oh,
will.
hey!
Meanwhile, like, I know Cash is gonna kill me, or a lot of people are gonna kill me. SA2's the one I don't go back and do a lot. Because as
find
someone,
SA2 harder to
who
replay.
really liked Sonic's story in SA1, I'm really mad SA2, like, just fucking shafts the Sonic and Shadow gameplay. They have 10 stages in the whole game.
Well, it could use some
The
expanding.
next stages in SA2 are so unplayable.
Like, I don't even got a problem with the mech stages. I got a problem with the fucking treasure hunting stages when you're playing it unmodded.
I don't have an issue with any of that.
I rank treasure hunting stages left and right.
I will say this, though. Meteor Herd and Mad Space are the worst of the treasure hunting stages.
Like, like those two specifically, I would argue are some of the worst stages Sonic has made, period. Like, legit. The fact I even beat Mad Space in that original SA2 music swap in less than 5 minutes is impressive to me, because I didn't do any editing there. Then again, I also think I used the mod that makes the radar behave like SA1. But even then,
Cash.
like the last time I played it with that enabled, I was there for 20 minutes.
You hate Charmy? Oh, Cash.
Nah,
There-
I'm with him. I
I don't really give a shit about Charmy, but there are characters out there that are clearly worse than him.
I've not really had much exposure to Charmy.
You don't want to explode with Charmy.
I mean, trust
And
me,
the one good version of Charmy was forced brain damage.
Yeah, I recall that.
I'm just saying is there are characters out there worse than Charmy, and if you ever get exposed to characters that are worse than him, you're gonna think he's a saint in comparison.
Like, who would you rather be trapped in a room with, Charmy or Elise?
I think I'd rather be trapped with Charmy.
And don't let your penis do your judgment.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let my penis do some judgment. Clearly Charmy.
Besides, I'm kind of used to Toad's voice. I don't think Charmy would be that much of an issue with me.
Fuck! God damn, Ethan.
Jordan, go down and head the porcupine!
It's hip to fuck bees!
Hey, can you sit here for like 10 minutes idly listening to the Silver White Space theme? Well, that's the cool part about my music mod. The fight music is just straight up Dreams of an Absolution. It's not the original, it's the Jun Snow remix, but it's still Dreams of an Absolution.
I think it needs to be a more dark and intense version, you know, more combat oriented.
That's why I picked the Jun Snow version.
I didn't know there was a Jun Snow version.
Yeah, on the the Sonic 06 vocal album, Several Wills, they have the original His World, the original Dreams of an Absolution, the Crush 40 All Hail Shadow, the Zebra Head His World, the Crush 40 version of His World, and a remix, Brendan Jones, that's his name, right? Brendan Jones? Bentley Jones. Bentley Jones did a remix with Jun Snow. And for some reason, Elise's theme's also on there.
I think it was shitty that Elise's theme is just Sonic 2's ending theme.
No, that's not Elise's theme.
Oh.
Elise's theme is a song called My Destiny. The bad Sweet Dreams remix is, like, the ending theme of the game. God, I'm not doing switcheroo.
Silver just got Katamari'd.
Destiny, huh? You mean, like, not coming back ever again?
How'd you know?
Call me with the Y button.
Yes.
This mission's so weird because they picked the fucking 3D Blast Saturn music.
I do not like the Saturn 3D Blast music.
Wait, you do or don't?
I don't.
Oh, that sucks. Well, I suppose agree to disagree. I like it, but I prefer the Genesis music more.
I prefer the Genesis stuff, but there are tracks I do really like from the Saturn version. That's not a lot, though. Like, I like both of the Diamond Dusts for Act 1. I prefer a remix I found years ago.
I like the Rusty Ruin music from the Saturn version.
Yeah, like Rusty Ruins is pretty good. Both Volcano Valleys are great. And Panic Puppet Act 1 specifically. I didn't really care for Act 2 on Saturn, because it's just Act 1 again, but faster.
I find that none of the tracks are really catchy like the Genesis versions are, which is kind of a bummer for me.
That's why for Diamond Dust Act 1 specifically, I preferred the old Nico CW modern remix. Because it gives it a beat.
Yeah. I just find that they're very atmospheric more than anything. They're very Metroid Prime.
I want to see a Saturnified Genesis soundtrack for 3D Blast.
Oh, that'd be weird. I mean, then again, fair, I've seen Genesis of... Oh, Sonic just died.
And it's not like I haven't listened to them a lot, because I played a lot of Sonic Speed Simulator before they
rebooted it.
and they had this weird obsession with Saturn 3D Blast music.
What did?
Sonic Speed Simulator.
Yeah, I think
That thing
Green Hill was playing Green Grove Saturn. Hilltop, when it was still available, had Rusty Ruin Saturn.
Yeah.
What?
I've listened to more Rusty Ruin Saturn than any other human being on this planet, and I still don't like it.
Well, that's weird, because I like it.
Well, I'm trying to process Rusty Ruin Saturn for Hilltop?
Yeah.
Yeah, of all things.
Just fucking use Red Mountain at that point.
I'd rather they used just the Genesis, a CD quality version of the Genesis version.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say,
Valley.
just use Sonic 2 HD music, the real answer. I forgot how to get to the other rooftop run missions. To be honest, I've never even heard the Versus Character remix in the game, because I refused to fight Silver until I was able to replace his music with his world. The Versus Character remix is good. Half of it's not heard in game. Not because you'll finish the fight quickly, but because they just straight up don't include half of it. Because, like, it was supposed to have, like, a scrapped Phase 2 music trigger. Like, I definitely prefer the remix over the original Versus Character. Some people have them. Like, there's a lot of people, like, there's plenty of people that do, like, past, present, future style remixes of the songs. One I know off the top of my head is King Meteor, but his stuff's not that great because it's all MIDI focused.
Well, I mean, it still sounds pretty good, despite that. Although
I've heard some really interesting remixes in that style. Not from 3D Blast Saturn specifically.
I did ask a YouTuber named Will Rocks 23 to take Super
old remixer.
because, you know, I asked him to do past Good Future and Bad Future remixes for Mario 2 Overworld theme.
That's an old remixer. That was like fucking back in the first Sonic Classic game. The one that used Kirby music for the Green Hill style level. God damn, so much effort to go to the fucking rooftop run mission, man. Also, looking at the time, we are definitely going to be doing missions after Egg Dragoon. No!
Because, yeah, let me give you a link.
I wonder what
On
the
the Discord.
playtime difference is between a player who's done missions and done no missions in Generation.
When Will Rocks did the Good Future remix for the Overworld, he used some bits from the Super Show.
Oh. Anyone who
Super Show has
remixes-
some good remixes.
So anyone that uses bits from Super Show in remixes is an automatic win in my boot, unless your name is Kibo and or Pan Pan. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Guess I'm never knowing.
So, this guy, he makes, like, really good Smash Brothers remixes. Like,
Yeah.
I found one time, and I swear to God, I thought it was official. Like, they're that high quality. But I ended up finding out where did the sky go? Why this is just a black abyss?
He found the sky.
I'm guessing it's because of the mod. Holy shit! There's just no sky. Anyways, I ended up finding out he doesn't. Oh, that's a fucking reset. Jesus. No, I don't want to reset though. This mission sucks dick. Anyways, he's one of the people that doesn't let others use their remixes, but that's not my problem with him. I know plenty of remixers that don't let people use their shit. The problem I had with him, though, is you could use his remixes under two circumstances. Either one, use it exclusively in a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate mod, or two, pay him on Patreon for the right to use his music. And, the worst part, he gives you MP3s. Couldn't even be asked to give you the lossless files, which for modding specifically is essentially a requirement. So that way, when you do have to compress it down, you're not compressing it even more than it already is.
I mean, wanting compensation for your work, I guess, is one thing, but at least give me some more files.
But even then, like, I think, like, I've definitely paid for remixes before. Every single Undertale remix that I used in the mashup album, I paid for. So that way I could say I can do it and not get in trouble. Where's the third key? I went all over Planet Wisp and I didn't find... Why is it here? Away from the missions! But, like, even then, like, I still don't feel like it's... I don't like buying remixes. The Undertale ones I was fine with because it's kind of like a rule with Toby that if you're gonna make a remix and sell it, you have to ask him first. So, like, that I was fine with, but whenever I'm buying, like, Nintendo remixes, I don't feel right doing that.
Yeah.
Because I know for a damn fact Nintendo's not letting them do that.
Yeah.
But
On
when
one
you're,
hand, like
when you're buying the right to use it by subscribing to a Patreon, that I definitely don't like. I'm definitely against that.
Yeah.
Also, Cash, since I don't have either of those tracks unlocked, if you want, I can just do your 2 ideas as music swap requests.
By the way, speaking of Undertale, somebody revamped Papyrus's final boss.
Final boss? You only
Yeah.
have
Technically, no. It's on the genocide front. Like, if you kill Sans instead of Papyrus...
Oh, no, that's not... That's unofficial.
Oh, it is on... I thought...
Yeah, as soon as you said after Sans, I knew what you were talking about. Because it's like one of the golden fan things.
I thought that was official.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's like Disbelief Papyrus. Like, it's one of the older good things that has still stuck around. One of the older fan stuff that's stuck around for so long. For the better. Like,
Well, that's the thing I've never gotten.
Somebody revamped that mod, so initially he'll spare you, and if you attack him, he'll buckle down and become a lot more aggressive in his fighting style.
That's the thing I found weird about mostly the Undertale fandom, but also, like, to an extent, I think, like, the FNF fans, that, like, they make these alternate characters and just have them be, like, adjective character name.
Never really bought a remix. Well, for my case with like the Undertale album, like the mashup album I did, you know, I released that shit for free. Well, like, I know with remixes in particular, I really don't like going through the effort of asking the original artist. Like, I'll do it most of the time, like I'll do research if I even can use it first, and if there's, like, no info on it, and I see people ask and they just don't respond, I'll just buy it at that point. So that way I can cheat and say, I bought it, I get to do whatever I want.
I understand wanting compensation for your work, but when it comes to, like, remixes, I feel like it's a little bit more gray there. I feel like it's sort of similar to a fan game trying to get money.
Yeah, like
but
with
even then-
remixes in particular, you can cheat and say that you're making a cover, which is fair. I literally just fucking died at everything. What the fuck? See, this is why Frontier should
if you-
have the homing attack of the X button, because my muscle memory from that game's coming in.
But I guess if you really want to be, like really badly want to be compensated for anyone using it, then like give them an option where they just have to buy what they use once rather than having them,
Yeah, which is why I
you
had
know,
no issue
rather than having
buying-
some kind of subscription model.
Yeah, that's why I have no issue buying what I did for the Undertale mashup album, or any single that uses, like, fan covers and stuff. Because, you know, normal people, when they sell their shit, does have it be a one-time purchase. Not Kibo. Not Kibo. I don't know, they might have changed how they do it, because I admittedly gave them a lot of shit for that when I found out, and a lot of people were starting to change their mind about him too, because he also said at one point if he catches anyone using said remixes without subscribing to him on Patreon, he'll send copyright strikes. And that's when people started changing their mind on it, because that's just straight up illegal. Like, you can't send a fucking copyright strike of a remix you made of a Nintendo song, because, yeah, it's your work, but, like, you don't own that melody. Like,
Music
by
copyright
virtue,
is a
you
really-
do not own that remix.
Music copyright is a really messy subject that's enforced really, really harshly. So it's kind of weird. Is that I think that it's possible that they could get away with that. It just depends. Like if they're trying to file something under the original track, then like that would be like obviously fucking
Oh yeah,
stupid. But
like if Kibo could very much get away with that if he does it correctly. But his remixes are specifically labeled as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Remix. Meaning he's making those remixes in that game style, meaning it's going to be a lot harder for him to send that strike.
I guess so. It depends. On one hand, straight up saying the word Smash Bros. Ultimate is a bit iffy, but like stealing a style is not like something that a style is not something that you can copyright.
Well, I'm well aware of that. What the fuck? I've literally never died at Edgar Doom for 10 years. Now that I'm live streaming and I'm sucking rotten ass at him. Maybe there's a reason I've never live streamed Generations.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. I think with Kibo specifically, I don't think he's in a position to do that. But like,
I
yeah,
think that's
you
a
can't
position.
copyright a style. But
I think that's a position that's far too difficult to defend.
Oh my lord.
This boss fight always disappointed me. I always expected something way cooler.
Time for a change of pace.
I don't like that a majority of the fight is in 2D. Also, yeah, it really is, on console generations, it really is the only hard boss fight.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 3DS bosses, ugh. I don't like, the only boss fight I actually like in Generations 3DS is Big Arm. Because the other ones are just so bullshit. Except
If it
for, like,
says anything,
maybe
I don't even...
Lizard, but the original fight's already meh, in my opinion.
If it means anything, I don't even remember what the other boss fights are in 3DS Generations.
So here's the other boss fights. There's technically no rival fights, because they're all just races. Where the only fair one is Metal Sonic. Shadow very much cheats by launching shit at you, and Silver cheats by teleporting ahead of you in a level that doesn't give you enough rings to maintain boost. So, like, your success rate of that race is, like, very low. Especially when Silver will also throw shit at you from time to time. The actual bosses, there's Big Arm, Bio-Lizard, and for some reason, Egg Emperor as part of the modern era, and I think outside of Time Eater, that is the worst fight in the game.
I don't remember anything about it.
Like Egg Emperor in that game is fucking brutal with how bullshit it is.
Don't they straight up skip over, like, Hero's Arrow?
Yeah, which is ironic that Egg Emperor's even in the game at all. Because, like, on Generations 3DS, that is the only Hero's Acknowledgement. And it's in the modern era.
What's the one that was skipped in modern?
Technically speaking, the only... Like, technically speaking, all of the modern era on Generations 3DS was skipped, because it's only a Sonic Rush level and a Colors level.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so it was...
Every time. No, seriously.
I wasn't remembering where the,
And actually,
where
with,
the, Rush
with
level
Colors,
was.
you can actually kind of cheat and say Colors DS, because Classic Sonic's level is very clearly supposed to be Colors DS.
It would have been cool if they celebrated Sonic's portable history more like they said they would.
I'm pretty sure that was the plan, because why the fuck is there a Rush level when every other level's a console level?
That's just so strange. Why is Sonic Advance not in here?
Hell, even like Green Hill and that looks a little more like its 8-bit counterpart with how empty the background is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a stretch, but I'm willing to die on that hill. Also, it's mission time!
At least we got a full Casino Night level.
Yeah, better than what the console version offered. And I really appreciate them not making a new track for Act 2 and just using the awesome as fuck remix they already had.
I really, really don't like how they're building up the mystery of the... Not even the mystery of the thing, but I don't like how they're building up the Time Eater as something that, like, is kidnapping the Eggman, and then, like, in this one, they show him kidnapping modern Eggman. Very next level. Oh, it was me all along!
It was me all along, Archer!
It's like, it's like such a non-climax. It's just like, oh.
So, I don't know how true this is, but according to Ian Flynn, Time Eater was almost really different. Like, originally, Time Eater was not going to be, like, an Eggman creation. It was... Well, even then, it's technically not. It's more like something he found. and then just added shit to it. But originally, it was supposed to be like what remained of Mephiles. Like a little piece
that
of
would
him
have been
managed
cool.
like a little piece of him managed to squeeze its way out of being fucking erased. And it was supposed to be like a very savage part of it.
I don't know who wrote that, but whoever unwrote it is gonna get punched.
Yeah. I appreciate gems for both modern bosses not actually being their respective game's final boss. But, you know, it's so weird when you think about it that every single boss battle in Generations is or technically was a final boss. Like, that's so weird when you think about it.
It's a race to the finish.
And I have to say technically because Big Arm, you know, that's technically a final boss for Sonic 3 standalone.
It's a final boss.
Bio-Lizard is penultimate. Egg Emperor is technically a final boss if you just straight up don't do last story. But yeah, like, other than that, every boss in Generations is a final boss. Because, you know, console, we got Death Egg Robot, which is Sonic 2's final boss. And then we got Perfect Chaos, which is the final boss. And we got Egg Dragoon, which is the penultimate final boss. Like, although not exactly final fight, it's close to the final fight. If anything, it's a final boss for the Werehog.
Sorry about the long silence. I had to take care of some stuff.
That's fine. You're fine. Oh shit, no, we're not done with everybody's favorite level.
Can't wait to play Green Hill again.
Yeah, because this level's just fucking overused beyond hell and back.
Oh no, I'm still in the camp of that just being not true. I mean, in recent times, yes, because it's been in every mainline game since Generations. Not counting Lost World. But, like, it's not as used as people think it is. If anything, Seaside Hill's been used more.
The only reason I said that is because I kind of want others to get a chance.
Like the point I always bring up when people say Green Hill's been used to death, I'm like, why does Kirby get an excuse with that fucking tree?
Yeah, that is true. I wish Kirby would try to go for some variety at least.
How about we have a throwback back to when every Sonic level was a beach, every first Sonic level was a beach level during the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Except for City Escape.
Yeah, except for City Escape. You prefer Emerald Hill? I mean, yeah, I think I prefer Emerald Hill more too, because it focuses more on the best. Like, there's a reason why there's Emerald Hill elements in Generations Green Hill.
I'm just glad that Sonic Superstars so far hasn't had just Green Hill.
I think they just outright said there's no reused levels in it.
Yeah.
Like, I recall that being,
Like,
announced that every location was going to be brand new.
I hope so, because, you know, either give other zones a chance or just do something new.
Like, one of the more recent ones that got shown off in, like, Game Informer. No name for it, but it's like, an Eggman City. That's kind of like New York from Sonic Prime.
Cool.
the excuse was Wispy Woods was more of a mainstay rather than a... Well, you see, that's the thing. You just said it's an excuse.
Speaking...
And also, a Green Hill is a mainstay in Sonic.
Well, I mean, technically...
Like, not Green Hill specifically, but a Green Hill. Like,
It's
Emerald
just-
Hill is a Green Hill copy at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, technically yes, but it's
There's
not
been
the Green
throwbacks
Hill.
to Green Hill throughout the whole
Plus,
series.
isn't the Green Hill supposed to be on South Island?
Yes, and it's always been on South Island.
Unless
Even in Forces, it was on South Island. They just didn't make South Island look like South Island.
they made South Island look like a freaking continent. Of all things. More like South Continent, right?
It's like, that's the joke, Sonic. There is no island.
I've seen some people on Twitter question why Sonic needs a lore team, and I can't help but say to them, sir, you don't know how we've gotten here.
Yeah,
We
I was
need
gonna say,
a lore.
You don't know how we got here.
We need a lore team because he's not just Cartoon Hedgehog go fast.
Well, even then, that's not why we have a lore team. We have a lore team because Sonic has lore. It's had lore. It's just been a fucking mess and a half.
Yeah, I know, because...
It's always had lore, and it's about time they start acknowledging it.
Like,
Well, that's
right
because-
now, their only fuck-up is making Prime canon to the games because there's just no way it's canon.
I didn't even get a chance. I didn't watch it yet.
I like Prime a lot, but that's a hard thing to, like, fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
2020.
like, I think you'll like Prime, TJ. I mean, I wouldn't pay Netflix for it. In fact, I have
I
seasons
paid
1 and
Netflix.
2 downloaded. I can, like, fucking DM you those if I have to.
I'm already subscribed because I had other reasons too.
Oh, well then never mind. Like,
One of them, yeah, one had to do with Black Clover. There was My Dad the Bounty Hunter.
look,
Trying to remember
I've
the
heard
rest.
that one was good. I need to, like, find a download for that.
I was just always a Netflix family.
I also
Well, we
watched.
were too until password sharing happened.
I also watched some of the older DC Universe stuff as well, like the original Justice League Unlimited, the Batman.
See,
and
that's
more.
why I was, like, begging my stepdad to get HBO. Back when it was HBO.
Yeah, but now HBO Max is basically just the Velma Network. The Velma Network.
I guess Velma, Max, other god-awful originals. I'm happy a lot of the DCAU stuff's still on there. We don't have it anymore because we couldn't afford it.
Yeah, they probably put Teen Titans Go on there for free.
No. Nothing on HBO's free.
Oh, I don't know. They just, they might do it.
Here's why they won't do that. Velma's not free.
Alright, that's a fair point. I'd rather they... I'd rather just have Scooby-Doo be Scooby-Doo again.
And like we had that for a while, that Guess Who show. And then I think that got canceled.
Damn. I thought
Like,
that was
I
still
say I
around.
think because I haven't heard anything about it in recent years, so I don't know if it is going or not.
I think it might be. I just think that's one of those shows that people just like don't like to talk about.
Like, in terms of, like, DCAU stuff, I'm just in the middle of buying them. Because, like, yeah, like, I know how convenient streaming really is. At the same time, though, I was raised on physicality.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I very much have a preference of physical media, and with all the shit that's been happening lately, of exclusives being taken down and staying down,
Yeah. Technically, my preference would...
all the more reason I prefer exclusive. I mean, physical. Fuck.
Well,
I really
mean,
only get physical for stuff that I like want to own.
I think the closest thing you can get to physical would be buying games off GOG.
Yeah, GOG fucks. GOG is so...
GOG is really cool.
I've yet to actually buy a thing from GOG. I've gotten stuff from GOG Games.
And if you want, you could always put the installer on a physical storage, and then there you go.
That's right. You can make your own physical copy.
They're all DRM free. I've bought several things on GOG. Silent Hill 4, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Pathologic.
Like, I can tell you right now, if Sonic Colors Ultimate was on GOG, I would actually probably buy it a second time. Because I know that means for computers, I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. And not have to download some bullshit crack that only works half the time.
Yeah. By the way, Fallout 4 came to GOG. If you ever wanted to try that, preferably I would prefer. My personal preference would be Fallout 3 or Vegas, because Fallout 4, while I do like the better combat, I hate the lack of RPG elements that they took away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I was really quiet right then and there. There's a lot of people outside my room now, and I don't know what they're planning.
Oh dear God.
Well, my favorite thing about
I hope they don't plan on barging into your room with an army of super mutants.
How many of the
like they
older
just
games
barge
are
in
the
and
Rayman
do
series? Metal
Do
Gear.
the dishes, human! Sorry.
I don't give a shit, you're good. Speaking of like the Emerald Hill elements in Green Hill, the Sonic 2 Buzz Bombers being here. I mean, right now you're not seeing them because it just crashed to get 5! 5 crashes!
Aren't these mods so worth it?
The problem is I don't know what one's causing it. And I've also never had it crash. It might be OBS. Like, I'm willing to bet it's OBS that's the problem.
Maybe.
Why would OBS do that?
Trust me, I've heard in the past this sort of program's shit causes problems.
It's not that OBS is likely to do it, it's just it's an extra step in the process that could do it.
Like, I know when Some Call Me Johnny was streaming SA2, he basically could not do it because XSplit for some reason was causing the game to randomly crash.
Ouch. More RAM
And like,
or
he
more
didn't have
CPU.
any mods enabled either, so it was definitely XSplit that was the problem.
More RAM or more cores couldn't fix that?
I wouldn't know.
It might not have been that.
Yeah, probably, because if it's the software, better hardware can only do so much.
And like, he ended up downloading OBS for those streams, and he said he never had a problem since with SA2.
It might have just been how XSplit specifically hooks to capture the program.
But anyways, back to the physical thing. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am too. I buy things I want, like. So like, when I watch a show on streaming specifically, like I did with the DCAU, that's why I'm only now buying physical media, because I ended up really liking a good chunk of that. Like, the only thing I didn't outright love was Static Shock, and even then, I still liked it a lot.
I love Static Shock. I love it. I love the way it
Like-
tackles its episodes.
Like, the big reason why I didn't like Static Shock compared to the others was the fact it very clearly had a much lower budget.
Yeah.
Which easily did the show really dirty, because I really like the show. It's so fucking good. But goddamn, does it got the weakest animation.
But a couple months ago, I went ahead and I grabbed the first 100 episodes set for SpongeBob just because I wanted just to have all those.
Yeah, like, I got that and the next 100, and I recall giving Will my compilation DVDs. Like, I had a lot of the old school comp DVDs and some of the Dark Age ones. Not gonna lie, kinda regret doing that, because although I love having all the episodes just bunched together, those compilations have charm to it.
Yeah.
Charm that the 100 episode compilations very much do not have.
Yeah. I have the individual season sets for 1 and 2. 1 has the newer, smaller box, while 2 has the original big box.
Actually, let me say that now while it's in my head. I definitely prefer the first 100 as opposed to the next 100, and I don't mean the episodes are better. Because, I do have a bias towards Dark Age. That's the era I mostly grew up on. But, just everything about the first 100 box set is so much better. Because they made unique assets for those, even though they literally could have just reprinted the season games. Which is exactly what they did for next 100.
I wonder why they never made a new disc format yet.
I thought about getting the next 100, but I sat there and thought about it for a bit, and then realized, wait a minute, it is a set exclusively of the episodes I don't like all that much.
And even then, if you already have the seasons box set of those, congratulations, you literally own the next 200. I'm being dead-ass serious. Those are reprints.
Yeah, I do still want to get the individual season sets, at least for the classic seasons, because they have special features that the next 100 doesn't.
Also, what was it you were asking, TJ?
I'm just wondering why they never made anything past Blu-ray.
You don't need to. Even the 4K discs are Blu-rays.
Because Blu-ray is already a very good format. It holds a whole lot of storage as is, and anything that needs more has moved on to digital formats where discs are.
Yeah, you can get Blu-rays
obsolete.
that go up to 200 gigabytes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
They're not going to be playable, but you can buy burnable Blu-rays that play too. They go up to 50. In fact, I have a whole stack of 25 gigs, but I just haven't burnt anything because there's no good Blu-ray burning software that doesn't cost money.
Yeah, because if you put Starfield on Blu-ray, you would have to use 5 or 6 discs if they're 25 gigs each.
God!
Yeah, Starfield is 125 gigs in size.
We've sort of gotten to a point where they'd rather distribute digitally.
Yeah, because games are now in the frickin' hundreds.
There's nothing in this universe that I hate more than 100 gigabyte games, because I don't see why all these companies seem to think they're entitled to my internet bill.
Shit, you say that, I'm more thinking fucking what do they want you to do when consoles go all digital? Right now, that's already an inferior the Series X, right? Yeah, it's pricey. It's still a better deal than the Series S. Because the Series S, yes, you get pretty much the exact same performance, but you get half the fucking storage.
Well, I mean, it's technically yes and no. I heard the Series S has less RAM.
Well, I mean, I don't think that extra RAM would really be needed if there's no disk drive. But, even then, the storage is the killer for me. Why is it you're gonna make? Why are you gonna make your digital-only console have less storage than the console that would be surely be installing less shit?
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of one of the reasons why I held off on the Switch, because I was hoping that a Switch Pro could come out with more space, but...
Well, even then, I can actually tell you right now, with the 2.0 specifically, because that's the one I have, space is surprisingly a non-issue. Granted, I also have an SD card, but it's not a very big one. It's only 64 gigs.
My thing is that I have internet data cap limits, and then these games want me to spend literally my entire cap to download their one game.
But what if you want
We should not live in an age where you can only have 5 games on one console.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that the Switch could have had at least half a terabyte.
I don't think we're ever going to live in a day and age where that's a default.
Yeah, I know, because they'd rather just deal with small space.
I know they updated like their firmware to be compatible with those 1-2 terabyte SD cards.
Like, storage isn't really, like, actual places to store things isn't that much of a problem for me personally, because my job pays well enough, and I am fine enough with buying more storage, because I could always use more in one way or another.
Well, I mean, what if you wanted to mod the Switch version of Skyrim?
Why would I want to do that?
You'll say, yeah, why would you want to do that?
Why not? People have been doing that for a while.
I hardly play regular Skyrim.
Like, I mean, I guess modding a game is very fair reason to want more storage, because I know, you know, like, I know Switch games are modded, but, like, I'm now kind of not questioning the storage thing. I'm more questioning why someone would want to mod a console version of a game that's on PC.
Either way, like, I have a 256 card in my Switch right now.
I don't know what I have. I think I have a 64.
And I've got more than enough left over.
Because I know there's one mod that I think would work perfect, but Nintendo would threaten to take it down.
Is it Mario?
I've got
Relics of Hyrule.
Oh.
I've got a 2 terabyte drive in my PS4. I've got like okay, it's one.
I currently
15 gigs.
I currently have 2 terabyte drives hooked up to my Series X, but I'm gonna be real, it is exclusively for pirated movies and shows.
Yeah, I have a 2 terabyte solid state, a 2 terabyte hard drive, and a 4 terabyte hard drive.
Combining all the drives I have in my computer, that comes out to 15 terabytes.
Holy damn.
Damn, man, you got more than I do.
Like,
yeah.
I don't even have 10, I have 4.5 on my PC.
I looked at the 10 terabyte drive for $100 on Amazon and went, yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not? It looks pretty.
Yeah, because
I'm never filling that. I'm happy.
Yeah, because that's the problem now. If games are going to be hundreds of gigabytes now, we're going to need even larger storage.
My Switch is doing good on storage because everything on it is generally small. My PS4 2 terabytes, I've maybe like filled only just barely over half of that. My Xbox One X is still doing good on 1 terabyte. But that's just because I don't like, since I don't like downloading these big games to start with, I have so few of them on any of these things.
Yeah, say like, I think technically speaking, the only games I have installed purely digitally on my Series X is CTR, because for some reason I didn't want to, well, the reason why I didn't buy it physically was because the digital version was on sale.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find a 256
oh, specifically, it was the Nitrous Oxide edition that was being put on sale, which is digital only.
You could always put your games on a flash drive if they're DRM free.
Like, is that GOG knocking on my door again?
Yes.
Oh, I love GOG.
Oh, Mr. GOG.
Give me Rayman 2.
That actually would sound like a nice idea. Rayman could use the attention again.
Rayman 2 is on GOG. So is 3 and 1.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wasn't Rayman 2 actually found not long ago?
The original version or the Revolution version?
Or am I misunderstanding what's happening here? Is it just
What?
actual Rayman 2, or is it the scrap?
Actual Rayman 2.
Okay, I got confused for a second there.
And Revolution is PS2 only.
Oh, they gotta put it on GOG.
It'd have to be ported to PC, and that's not what GOG does.
Oh, I wish, because
I'm kind of shocked that the version that's on GOG isn't just Great Escape, but rebranded as Rayman 2.
Actually, I think it would be cool if you could put them both
Or,
together.
fucking Revolution. Goddamn. Rayman 2 has so many names and it's stupid.
It has 2 names. It is The Great Escape, Rayman 2, The Great Escape, and then the remaster on PS2.
There's also Rayman 3D.
Revolution. I do not think very hard about Rayman DS and Rayman 3D.
Rayman 64.
Rayman 3D is the only version of Rayman 2 I have. I'm not interested in playing it at all. And I think my dad only bought it for me because I loved Rayman Origins when he bought it for my 3DS.
It's a reasonable version of the... No version of Rayman 2 is particularly awful.
Look, I'm just not interested in playing Rayman 2 in general. I know it's a game that's on my bucket list because everyone says it's good.
Me too, I have not played...
I can tell you it
version
is
of
a
it to
pretty
completion
fun
yet.
game, but it's also can be fucking frustrating at certain points.
Oh, well, that's Rayman
But I've
in a
been-
nutshell.
I've been waiting for a
Especially-
version of the game to really...
Yeah,
Whatever.
especially when you get to Act 3 and 4, it becomes a fucking slog and a difficulty spike.
He was like, what's this bullshit difficulty in Rayman? Well, shit. Next thing you're gonna tell me is Crash Bandicoot's orange.
Crash Bandicoot is orange?
Damn that purple
Yeah,
marsupial.
I lied. He's actually green.
I thought he was purple.
I thought he was Jangles the Moon Monkey.
I just heard Ethan say I thought he was purple.
Yeah, I heard that. I thought he was Jangles the Moon Monkey.
Wow! Whoa, indeed, you magnificent marsupials. Now, please stay away from my kids.
Eat the fucking pizza!
Hey,
The
Plumber
entire-
boy!
The entire, the triple pack of, like, the entirety of the Crash games that are available on modern consoles, at least on Switch, are currently on sale for the price of only one of them.
Wow. That's a steal. Maybe that's
Yeah, no
Activision's
kidding.
apology for Team Rumble.
Maybe. I don't know, that just seemed like such a... Like, I didn't get it. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, I love how the game died on arrival, and I was like, good.
I just remember everybody getting excited about some, like, Crash Wumpa League or something, but it's like, why do we want, like, another, like, Crash Boom Bang?
And like, I've said this many a times after watching gameplay of it. It's just fucking an extra mode in Crash 4. Why isn't it just DLC for Crash 4?
Monday!
Like
Like, if...
we dead ass got Spyro 4 potentially canceled because there's been no updates on that.
Like, I like
For
Spyro
fucking
more than I like
crashing.
Crash. I'm really sad.
Like, I'm
Like, I've-
disappointed. Oh, fuck this mission.
I've
We're not
bought
doing this mission.
Spyro so many times over because I love that game.
And for those wondering, yes, a Spyro 4 really is happening. It's being made by Beanox. And that's our only
hope so.
update.
I'm buying it on launch. I
Why
want
does
it.
Beanox sound familiar?
They did CTR Nitro Fueled.
Beanox was I really know them for some of their mid-2000s efforts. They did some PC porting for other Activision studios for a while, and then they worked on the Amazing Spider-Man duology.
Oh no. So I know somehow they have a connection to the Heavy Iron modding server. Because they did the PC port of Back to the Multiverse.
Yeah. They were an assistant studio for a lot of what they do,
Yeah,
with
and
only a few
then, and then
originals.
CTR happened. And they were like, finally, something that's not B-movie. Oh wait, let me rephrase that. B-movie game.
I hate to say it, but you named yourselves Beanox.
And I'm
Regardless,
convinced that's
I
the
think
only reason they got hired.
the B-movie game was actually fairly well received.
B movie, but every time they say B, Elder Scrolls 6 gets delayed by a month.
I remember Find the Computer Room did a
Can we watch it
commentary of
twice?
that movie. And one of the jokes they did was, this isn't like the other videos I've seen. Why isn't the screen entirely yellow?
Because then the movie would be unwatchable.
Well, no, that's the meme. Because that's one of the B-movie memes. It's just the entire movie, but there's no audio and it's a yellow screen.
I like my version better. Every time they say B, Elder Scrolls 6 gets delayed. By the way, I'm joking, because I don't want to wait that long.
I don't
It's
think
like,
I'd
just
even
release it.
consider playing it.
Do it!
I don't.
Yeah, because I have to wait until the fucking 2030s to just get Fallout 5. I'm gonna be an old man by then.
Fucking hell, by that point, I'm deadass expecting Sonic 2 HD to be finished before we get another Elder Scrolls game. Coming from someone who does not play Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I probably expect Sonic 2 HD to come out before Fallout 5.
And for those who don't know why that's a joke, they said like 10 years ago that the game would be finished in 2019, and it took them until like 2020 to even enter the beta phase. Because the game like kind of died twice.
I'm surprised they're still going.
Yeah, they're still going, and they're taking their sweet ass time.
That's dedication, if anything.
I need to actually download that beta again, because I've never tried it on this computer. I know on my old computer, you know, my potato desktop, it very, very much did not run good. For rather obvious reasons.
Now my computer's more powerful than I know what to do with.
Now some of that extra hard drive space.
I've got an excess and a lot in my computer.
Also, I think I figured out what the crash is. If you pay really close attention when I'm on those red lifts, you'll notice there's a blue trail. That means I have the Unleashed pipeline turned on. And when that's paired with level mods, no. I didn't even know I had the pipeline turned on, but apparently I have it turned on. So after this mission, I'm probably turning off the game, and then I'm gonna turn off the pipeline and see if we keep getting crashes. We can't do the missions for much longer anyway, because we have like 18 minutes left, and that time eater fight's long.
It's a long fight. Here's the thing.
It's
I
even
want to
longer
play.
on 3DS.
I'd like to actually complete more of Generations, do the missions and all that. But the big problem is that every now and again I have to have, either for one reason or another, I have to reinstall the game. And for some reason, years ago, while I was about halfway through the game, Steam Cloud decided to stop uploading my save data to the cloud, and now whenever I reinstall Sonic Generations, I get a save file from halfway through the game.
Oh no. By the way, that need to reinstall thing, I believe there is a fix for that. It's very weird though.
It's not that it ever needs one for some kind of mates person. It's usually just whenever I'm moving computer installs and messing with drives, or putting it on my Steam Deck.
This might be a problem. That pipeline is not in my mod list, and I know for a fact it's a mod you download.
It should be.
I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Oh, where is it? Where are the settings for that? I need to turn that the fuck off. Because that's very likely what's causing those damn crashes. I can't find it. Well, I guess we're dealing with the crashes. Because I don't know where the hell it is, but it ain't in there. And I know I have it.
Every single time I see an IDW Sonic screenshot on Twitter, my desire to read it becomes stronger.
I own the first 13 issues. Because I bought the big collection pack, the first one. And I found a copy of 13 in a flea market in perfect fucking condition.
Like I am like this close to snapping and just going ahead and going and pirating all of them and then reading them all in one night tonight. It's a work night.
Like from what I've read of issue 1 and very much the classic Sonic stuff, it is so good. It is
like
really
I love seeing these character interactions.
Like, on eBay, I bought the Tails 30th Anniversary comic not long ago. First of all, I'm really shocked it's basically Sky Patrol 2 in terms of story.
Yeah.
I'm even more weirded at on the fact it takes place on Flicky Island.
Sonic can preach his ideologies at me all he wants. You know, I was so weirded out when Frontiers changed the homing attack back to the X button, but at the same time, I'm so glad that game is actually using all of the buttons.
Yeah, like, my first worry when they said that was, fuck me, it's gonna be like Unleashed, where we're gonna boost whenever we don't want to, and then they said the boost was on a different button. And I was like, oh, thank you. And even then, I think on PC you can actually change it to have it be on the A button. I have yet to do that.
I don't have the PC one. I want to grab it eventually, because I've...
For the love of
have a
God,
hunch.
install it on an actual drive. If any of those 15 terabytes you have is an external drive, don't put it on there.
No, all internal. I despise external
Okay.
drives. No, not a single console I own that can have internal drives has an external drive.
I'm fine with external because I didn't have any problems with it when I was like playing games on PC. The only games I did have problems with was Team Sonic Racing and Frontiers, and that's purely because of De Niro.
The only console I have with an external drive is the Wii U.
And like I said
And
earlier,
that's just
my
'cause I
external
could not do
drives
anything about
on the Series X, I'm not even using that for games, I'm using that for movies and shows.
The
Yeah,
2
I
terabytes
see,
on the
Josh.
PS4 are internal, 1 terabyte on the One X is internal.
Yeah, the other games don't interest you. You probably wouldn't even be interested in Sky Oblivion or Fallout 4 New Vegas.
This mission's stupid, I'm not doing it.
Bethesda games never really capture me all that well. They capture my girlfriend like nothing else, but for me it doesn't really work all that well. Although I did get really into Oblivion for a short little bit in high school.
Yeah, there are certain bits that I like that I just wish they did more of, but every time they do the next game, they take it out.
Your boy Josh, I have an external purely for the sake of emulation, also makes all the games on portable. You know what, that's what I did for a bit too, because it's like a much cheaper way of solving a problem that is pretty much fixed with a Steam Deck, to my knowledge.
Because,
If it's not obvious, I'm still too cheap to get a Steam Deck.
I do like Skyrim's atmosphere, but it lacks one thing that Morrowind and Oblivion has: spellcrafting.
Everything that I emulate on, I just have a separate copy of whatever I want to play on it, just on the device. Which I really only emulate on 2 devices, which is maybe 3. So
They need
my
to
computer,
increase-
then there's...
I wish they could increase the longevity of external drives.
External drives aren't really any different from internal ones when you get down to it. It's just, you know,
Like, the
one's
way they
through a
behave is
USB
not all that
adapter.
different. They're just slightly harder to read for the computer because, like I said, I very much had issues with some of my Steam games.
Well, I
Team
meant more
Sonic,
like
It's because
both
it's...
Team Sonic Racing and Frontiers took fucking forever to load, and both games would occasionally
It's-
crash.
well, I meant like the
It's
lifespan of the
because
drive.
it's through... its lifespan shouldn't be that different, but loading would be a problem, and that's because it's done through USB, and USB is just plain slower than
But, like,
SATA.
Yeah,
the fucked
that
up
is.
thing is, every other game I had installed, flawless loads.
It
Yeah,
depends
'cause
on
that-
how fast it expects to load. If it's an older game, then it can expect older, slower drives, because there was a time when drives were just slow.
I'm gonna be real, Ethan. I'm still blaming Denuvo for those 2 specifically.
That's the reason,
frank with
like,
you.
when I tried playing Fallout 3 on a USB,
might be-
I had some hitching when it loaded content. And the game usually had hitching when you were traveling the overworld.
And, like, here's another reason why I kind of blame Denuvo for why those 2 games just ran like... Well, no, they ran good. It was the load times that were bad. Frontiers loads on my external drive were easily 5 minutes apiece.
Eggman.
It was ridiculous. And I didn't have... I installed it on my main drive one time out of curiosity. Sure shit, fixed the problem immediately. Team Sonic Racing,
You generally...
no matter
You
what
generally-
drive you put that game on, the loads are still pretty bad, but it ranges from bad to, oh my god, shoot me in the face.
Generally, it's a very bad idea to use an external drive as something you're constantly using. An external drive is meant kind of purely as storage and not something you're installing games to. Like, you're meant to put files on there and then stick it in your closet.
Yeah, like, I know damn well because of the fact I do use my movie drives often that I am shortening the lifespan of those drives, but the cool part about the brand I got them from, Western Digital, their external drives are really cheap compared to other drives. So I got no issues rebuying them, and the second one I bought from them was actually a used drive. And
Even then-
it's like perfect.
Even then, in a lot of cases, like internally, external drives are just internal drives put into a plastic shell. You could just crack it open, take it out, and then put it in your computer as an internal drive.
Okay, where the fuck are my rings? Why'd they all... Okay, there we go.
I did that with a 4 terabyte drive that I bought in a pawn shop. I got it as an external drive and went, well, I don't need this. And I opened it and I took the drive out, and now it's my internal drive. One of them, at least. The 4 terabyte, no. The 2 terabyte drive that's in my PS4 was an external drive, but I just got a toothpick, cracked it open, and there's a normal ass drive in here.
I don't know if I'm supposed to do 2D here or not, because I don't remember if the game has like a way of telling you when to switch to classic.
I think with solid states, their lifespan only decreases when you're writing data. Reading data, I think it does nothing.
Solid state is as susceptible to your average everyday wear and tear as anything else. But as far as specifically, solid state drives have a very specific amount of times that data can be written to it before it can no longer be written to. So if you don't write anything to it, that number will not be going down. That's why early on, solid state storage was not very great for something that you'd be writing to alone.
I cannot leave the bottom. I am stuck.
Okay.
Oh, I love the time eater.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was so skittish about using solid states other than just for the operating system, because I don't
With
know.
solid states, I'd say the operating system probably performs more writes to a drive than you, as a person yourself, ever could.
Yeah, but it does help the computer start up a lot quicker.
Yeah, I have an NVMe drive, 1 terabyte NVMe as my boot up drive, and it boots within seconds.
I got a 2 terabyte that's also NVMe. What's the bandwidth on your solid
I want to
state?
grab a 4 terabyte eventually. Huh?
Yeah, I want to get a 4 terabyte. What's the bandwidth on your solid state?
I'm not really sure. I got a pretty cheap one, all things considered, so probably not exactly amazing, but it's good. It's better than hard drive is.
Mine's a 2 terabyte Hynix Gold. It can do up to 3 gigs a second.
I got a WD Cream.
I don't think I've ever hit Time Eater in the 2D space. Ever.
Once I move, I'm going to buy another 2 terabyte Hynix.
Generally, I'm doing quite good on storage on my computer. I'm only looking to really do one upgrade on my computer, and that's the CPU. Otherwise, I'm kind of set for maybe another decade. Although I have to build a whole new computer for my girlfriend because she's been using the same laptop for the past decade. I hate this boss fight.
Yeah, I want it to end.
I think on one of my playthroughs I just quit on this boss fight because I was just not doing it.
Oh, I definitely quit my first time playing it because like I was just bad at the fight. Now I'm like the fight itself's just bad.
Is something the matter? You won't be able to now you. Anything looks like a homing shot. It'll take more than that.
Everybody's all slow now, as if we need to spend longer here.
Looks like a homing shot. Careful, Sonic.
My current GPU is 3060. I eyed up the 40 series a bit, but NVIDIA prices are just out of hand. I'm not supporting it.
Wait, why am I going backwards? What?
But I was considering maybe getting the AMD GPUs because they're basically similar performance for $1,000 less.
Looks like a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic.
Incoming laser.
Mr. Sonic, you can switch with the Wi-Fi.
Should have downloaded that mod that makes all the characters shut up.
Is something the matter?
Like a homing shot. Careful, Sonic.
Then again, it would conflict with my music mod because it also changes Time Eater's music.
That shot takes it.
Careful, Sonic.
Looks like a homing shot. Careful, Sonic.
I remember someone posting about how cool it was that all of Sonic's friends are cheering him on in the final boss of Sonic 06, and somebody immediately replied, "Oh, so it's not okay when Generations does it."
Yeah. It was like both sucked. Both everyone talked way too much.
Looks like
and one was 06. Just
Yeah, one being
get
06 is a pretty good point.
him.
Already!
I don't want to fight the annoying bugles. I want to fight the fight.
The boss!
Press left bumper and right bumper at the same time.
Okay, we're doing the sun sequence in 2D now.
Hooray.
I've never done the sun sequence in 2D. That looked horrible. Then again, I never hit Time Eater in 3D too, and in 2D either, and we did that earlier.
I helped a guy build a new computer, and in exchange he gave me his old one, which included a 3060 in it, so mine was a general cost of $0.
Still warm.
I remember back when Will worked at Lazy Boy, he did something for one of the employees, and his compensation for doing so was a homebrewed PS3.
Neat.
And then Will, like, around the time of his last stream appearance,
Are you kidding?
made the rookie mistake of installing a system update,
Ooh.
which undid all of his homebrew.
You know what? I don't know.
Well, it's not like it's hard to read it.
Oh yeah, he learned how to do it his damn self afterwards. Cause I was like, dude, I can't help you. I've never homebrewed a PS3.
It was great teaming up with
I've done it once, but I haven't done it since just because I have no reason to.
you know.
I tried a long time ago, and then I was like, wait a minute, what point do I have of doing this? Playing PS2 games in HD, I can do that on my computer.
Dude, sweet.
You don't even play the PS2 games in HD.
So it's a lie.
They're upscaled.
So
They're
let
still
me
480p
rephrase.
high.
Playing a PS2 game with an HDMI, I can do that on my computers.
And even then, it depends on how good the emulator is at playing it, which
Enjoy your future.
can vary
It's gonna be
wildly
great.
depending on the game if you don't have a
yeah.
natively backwards compatible model.
Like, even with, like,
So
the
your
fucking
computer-
emulators, it's like... Yeah, also, how about
Your
that?
computer-
We finished the game 8 on the dot! What the fuck?
Would be significantly better than playing it on a PS3.
Like, hold on, I'm stuck at the fact we legit just finished Generations at 8 o'clock on the dot, which is when we were
On
going to
the
end the
dot.
stream.
Awesome.
I think that is the first time we've done that with any game. Ever. Where we just ended it exactly when the stream was supposed to end.
Good timing.
Yeah, well, I don't really got anything else to say. I pretty much said all I was gonna say today. You know, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta get going soon. I got dishes waiting for me. They're probably soaked in God knows what. As I said at the start before anyone joined me, I do not know what I'm doing next. I'm gonna try to pick another game that we can definitely do in one session. Because, holy shit, I gotta record fucking 4 games for this channel.
Super Luigi got.
No! But that's right, everybody. We're doing Super Luigi Galaxy next. No. No. I'm gonna say more than likely it'll probably be another fucking Sonic game. Or I don't know, I
Sonic
was
2.
mentioning earlier, since Odyssey doesn't require you get a lot, more than likely I'll probably do Odyssey, because I could probably finish what's required of me in one session.
You can run through Odyssey pretty quickly if you're doing the bare minimum.
Yeah, like, and I'd probably do a little more than the bare minimum, because the bare minimum's a really short time. Like, I'm pretty sure bare minimum it's actually less than 4 hours. I think it's less than 3. So, like, I definitely do some stuff to kill time. And if we go a little over 4, like, if we go a little over 4, that's okay. We've done that before. Granted, the last time we did that, it was against our will.
Yeah.
It's like, either we'll do Odyssey, or who knows, I may even do another fucking BFBB hack. I'd rather not, because there's only 2 full game mods that aren't fucking just BFBB with X trait. And even then, that's not true. There's only 1 hack that's like that, and I literally just streamed it in HI modding not long ago. That being BFBB Mix. And as for mods, I'm in the middle of doing Second Strike for that server, so yay. That's technically going to be my next stream, is finishing Second Strike.
And even then, BFBB Mix has stages that looks they were made in a computer-aided design software.
So, like, in terms of what we're going to do next, it's probably more than likely going to be Mario Odyssey.
Bing, bing, wahoo!
Wahoo! Alright, in terms of that, we're done here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this stream. Anything you guys want to say, since I cut you off every time?